all season on News Talk 790 WPIC on Sports Radio 96.7. Now it's time to go to the court with our countdown to tip-off show with our game announcers,
Ryan Briggs and Chris Birch.
And a very pleasant good evening to you from Red Johnston Gymnasium in Sharpsville. Tonight we have a big matchup in Region 1 girls basketball action as the Sharpsville Blue Devils host Lakeview as we begin the final week of the regular season. Hi everybody, Ryan Briggs here with you tonight. Aaron Biro in the studio producing our game. Sharpsville 7-5 in the league, Lakeview 6-6. A lot of playoff ramifications for both teams. We'll talk about the teams, we'll visit with the head coaches, and with the 21st Century Energy Group starting lineups. All that and much, much more as our pregame continues after this on Sports Radio 96.7 and Sports Radio 96.7 Facebook Live.
Every beat counts. That's why Sharon Regional and Independence Health System have joined forces to bring world-class heart care to Mercer County. From life-saving interventions and treatment, cardiologists are on site when you need them because your heart deserves the best. Learn more about the Sharon Regional Heart and Vascular Center. Visit SharonRegionalHealthSystem.org or call 724-983-7200. Sharon Regional Health System, continuing the legacy of healthcare in our community.
The tax team at Reed & Daly Associates is the area's #1 income tax service. Reed & Daly built their practice one client at a time and are proud supporters of student athletes, boosters, bands, and other school activities to keep our diverse community moving forward. When it comes to business or taxes, Reed & Daly Associates will fight for you and help you reach the top of your game. Reed & Daly Associates on South Buell Farm Drive in Hermitage and online at reedanddaly.com.
Nobody plans to get hurt at work, and when I did, I had no idea what to do. So I called the Joanno Legal Group.
The insurance companies have attorneys on call. You deserve to have one too. You deserve to know your rights, and you deserve to have answers to all your questions. Call the Joanno Legal Group toll-free at 888-347-1411. There's no fee unless we settle your case or have to fight to protect your benefits. Please visit us at joannolegalgroup.com or call us toll-free at 888-347-1411. Joanno Legal Group, when you deserve more. No fee unless we win or settle your case.
Agriculture is more than a business. It's a way of life. My bank understands agriculture. They're local. They're here for the long haul. Agriculture is a business that varies like the weather. That's why I need a financial partner I can grow with, in good times and bad, whether or not.
Mercer County State Bank. Member FDIC. Your community bank. Online at mcsbank.bank.
Why is your auto loan not at Grove City Area Federal Credit Union? Seriously, why isn't it? If you financed your vehicle at the dealership, you're probably paying way more than you need. Refinance today and receive up to $100 from us. Lower your rate, shrink your payment, and smile more every month. It's fast and simple. For more details, go to gcafcu.org or text the word AUTO to 724-458-7520. The Grove City Area Federal Credit Union. Members of NCUA and Equal Opportunity Lender.
Countdown to Tip-Off is brought to you by the 21st Century Energy Group, the area leader in residential and commercial fuel delivery. Visit them online at 21stcenturyenergygroup.com for all your energy needs.
And welcome back to Sharpsville High School. Ryan Briggs with you tonight on Sports Radio 96.7. Aaron Biro in the studio producing our game here on the radio. Sharpsville and Lakeview, round 2 here in the season, with the season series between these teams. They met back on January 12th with Lakeview getting the win at home. But right now, as you look at the league standings, it is Sharpsville that is ahead of Lakeview by a game. The Blue Devils 7-5, Lakeview at 6-6, Mercer also 6-6. Sharpsville will be at Mercer Thursday night in the regular season finale. Lakeview and Mercer have already split their season series, so suffice to say, a lot on the line with this one tonight as Lakeview visits Sharpsville. The Sharpsville girls, of course, a big win the other night at West Middlesex by a final 51-27. Meanwhile, Lakeview rallied from a halftime deficit to defeat Farrell 42-35. The big story with Lakeview tonight, however, is who's not in the lineup, and that's senior guard Leah Marsteller, who has her right foot in a walking boot right now 3-year starter, 4-year letter winner, leads the team in scoring, averaging 11.6 points per game. She's been in double figures 14 times. She scored 16 in the first meeting between the teams, but she is out tonight. Not exactly sure how long she's going to be out, but she is out tonight, and that is a big absence in the Lakeview lineup. Dennis Summers, the other senior on the team with Marsteller, will draw into the starting lineup, but it is certainly not going to be any easier for Lakeview tonight, losing Marsteller as the Sailors look for the season sweep with Sharp. So both of these teams likely headed to the District 10 playoffs in Class 2A. Now, the projection right now, in looking at the standings, District 10 said they would take up to 10, and it would appear that it will be 9 teams going. The top 5 from Region 1, Kennedy, Wilmington, they'll be 1 and 2. And then Sharpsville, Lakeview, Mercer, whatever order they happen to end up in over the next week or so, I guess the coming week, after everything shakes out. And then the other teams that are in the mix in Region 2, Maplewood setting the pace. Maplewood, a team that we always seem to see in the playoffs. Cockerton as well. Those two. Then Sagertown, which is a little bit further down in Region 2. And then Union City, which is the only 2A team amongst a lot of 3As, including Northwestern and Seneca. So some pretty stout competition in that league. And Union City is, I believe, 9-10 or 10-10 right now coming into this last week. So the Union City Bears certainly a team that has been tested in their schedule here in 2025-2026. So Sharpsville, with a couple of wins this week, could maybe end up as a number 3 or number 4 seed, but not going to be easy, certainly with Lakeview here, and then Mercer coming up on Thursday night. Mercer came here and put it on the Blue Devils a couple of weeks ago. So Sharpsville could go from being one of the top seeds to maybe having to play perhaps in a pigtail game next Wednesday if things do not go the Blue Devils' way. And by the same token, Lakeview probably somewhere towards the middle, but a win tonight and then a win in the regular season finale on Thursday. And all of a sudden over West Middlesex, and all of a sudden the Sailors could be finding themselves at maybe number 3 or number 4, again, depending on how things shake out elsewhere in District 10 too. But a lot of fun, and we're going to talk more about that. But when we come back, we're going to talk to the head coaches. I had a chance to talk with Sharpsville's Rob Hubbard and Lakeview head coach Gary Burke. We will have more pregame coming up from Sharpsville after this on Sports Radio 96.7 and Sports Radio 96.7 Facebook Live.
21st Century Energy Group is the leader in residential and commercial fuel delivery. For over 50 years, they have provided quality heating oils, propane, heat, gasoline, diesel, and lubricants to western Pennsylvania and eastern Ohio, with 7 locations including Newcastle, Grove City, Conneaut Lake, and Erie. The 21st Century Energy Group is your locally owned neighborhood fuel provider. Call them today for your home heating or commercial fuel needs at 1-800-922-5454. And don't forget to follow them on Facebook or visit them at 21stCenturyEnergyGroup.com.
In 1973, Lock, Stock, and Barrel opened their doors and served their first of over 3 million giant submarine sandwiches. They still serve 42-hole subs on 15-inch buns. Lock, Stock, and Barrel also offers burgers, specialty sandwiches, wraps, gyros, salads, wings, and even breakfast. Lock, Stock, and Barrel is a full-service deli with party rings and meat and cheese trays available. Located in Sharpsville Plaza in Sharpsville, they are open Tuesday through Friday from 9 to 7 and Saturday from 9 to 3, closed on Sundays and Mondays.
Your hip, your knee, your shoulder, whatever has been holding you back, UPMC Orthopedic Care is where you'll find experts to help you get back to a better quality of life. UPMC is pioneering minimally invasive surgeries, and we offer personalized treatment plans and same-day surgery to get you home and moving sooner. It's your ankle, your elbow, your hand, and it's your move. Visit upmc.com/ortho to learn how UPMC can help.
Picture this. You're with a group of friends, and someone offers you a pill. You don't know what's in that pill. The person who gave it to you may not even know. By taking it, you may increase your risk of an overdose. Every day, nearly 300 Americans die from a drug overdose. Get the facts. Be your own advocate.
This is Mercer County Commissioner Tim McGonigal. For more information, contact the Mercer County Behavioral Health Commission at 724-662-2239 or visit cdc.gov/stop overdose.
Brought to you by the Board of Commissioners of Mercer County and the Mercer County Opioid Settlement Fund.
Why is your auto loan not at Grove City Area Federal Credit Union? Seriously, why isn't it? If you financed your vehicle at the dealership, you're probably paying way more than you need. Refinance today and receive up to $100 from us. Lower your rate, shrink your payment, and smile more every month. It's fast and simple. For more details, go to gcafcu.org or text the word auto to 724-458-7520. The Grove City Area Federal Credit Union. Members of NCUA and Equal Opportunity Lender.
Countdown to Tip-Off is brought to you by the 21st Century Energy Group, the area leader in residential and commercial fuel delivery. Visit them online at 21stcenturyenergygroup.com for all your energy needs.
We're back on Sports Radio 96.7. Ryan Briggs here with Sharpsville head coach Rob Hubbard. Coach, back home tonight. Your team coming off the big win on Thursday, but I know you like being here at home. What is about your team? 7-2 at home this year. I believe if my math's correct, you're 10-2 in the last 12 at home. I know just about every team at whatever level plays better at home, but seems especially true with your team.
Yeah, well, I think we're just a little bit more comfortable, like any team. I don't really put too much stock into it. It's easier to play at home, I think. Obviously, I think our role players feel a little bit more comfortable, and it's usually a pretty good atmosphere when this gym's packed. So hopefully it's packed tonight, and hopefully the crowd brings it, and hopefully our team brings it as well.
Of course, coming off the win the other night against West Middlesex, Kendall Almond stepping up, and it seems like it's been a different player for you every night. Ellie Danilovics, who's had a big year, only 4 points the other night, but to go on the road, win in league play by such a large margin with one of your big guns getting 4, had to make you feel pretty good on the bus ride home.
Yeah, it was a good win for us. I thought, in the first half we were doing some stuff that we normally don't do, but settled down in the second half and pulled away from them. Kendall's been ready all year, like we talked. Our other role players are ready. Ramsey and Dan Lomas get a lot of the attention, and now as the seasons progress, we're a lot harder to guard because other girls are stepping up. They're more confident, and the more shots they knock down, the more space that Brooklyn and Ellie gets. So it's really a good combination for us right now.
Tonight, taking on Lakeview, the Sailors coming in. They're a game back of your team in the league race, but they certainly look at this week a chance to move up in their league standings and improve their playoff seeding. What concerns you about Coach Burke's team?
Tremendous program. I have a lot of respect for Gary. He does an excellent job. They're going to play hard. They're going to execute. They're going to have a great game plan for us. So I told the girls on a Saturday at practice it's going to be a war tonight. We both need this game, obviously, for playoffs. So. Hopefully we're ready for the challenge. It'll be a tremendous challenge for us, but I think we're ready.
What are a couple keys for your team to get to 8-5 in the league in here, and what is your final home game in conference play?
Yeah, we just got to take care of the basketball. I mean, when we turn the ball over, we sometimes we get in these moments, 3 or 4 minute stretch where we don't score, and we got to rebound and take care of the ball. When we do those two things, we're pretty hard to beat. So obviously make some shots. I hope we didn't use them all up the other night. We most, I think you said 11 threes. Hopefully stay hot from the outside and make our shots and just play good fundamental basketball, and we should be all right.
Coach, always a pleasure. Best of luck tonight.
Thanks, Briggs. Appreciate you.
That's Sharpsville head coach Rob Hubbard. We'll have more pregame after this on Sports Radio 96.7.
The Shenango Valley has relied on one name for all their insurance needs, Mailer Insurance. Through generations of trust, Mailer Insurance protected families, homes, and businesses, providing security in uncertain times. From auto and home to life and business, Mailer Insurance got you covered. Call Mailer Insurance today at 724-962-5757 for a free consultation, or visit them at mailerinsurance.com. Mailer Insurance, trusted for generations. A Reinhardt's Agency Inc. affiliate.
Shell Restoration is now Shell Roofing and Exteriors, offering roofing, siding, windows, gutters, and decks, all with the quality you trust. Same team, new name, full exterior services. Shell Roofing and Exteriors is committed to quality service and trusted by Western Pennsylvania residents for 14 years. For quality craftsmanship and experience, contact Shell Roofing and Exteriors. Find Shell Roofing and Exteriors on Facebook or visit them at shellbuilt.com.
When you're a grower, you know what it takes to thrive in the field. My bank understands and respects that. When you've got a financial partner working alongside you, it makes the days a little easier and the numbers all add up. My bank has experience when it comes to agriculture. My family's been doing business with them for a long time. I'm independent, and so is my bank.
Mercer County State Bank, member FDIC. your community bank. Online at mcsbank.bank.
St. Paul's Without Walls Home-Based Services is seeking compassionate individuals who love to help others and who will nurture meaningful relationships with the clients we care for. Parents with school-age children, college students, retirees, or anyone seeking a role that fits around their life will find this opportunity especially rewarding. Visit stpaul's1867.org/join our team to apply for a companion or care partner position with St. Paul's Without Walls Home-Based Services. St. Paul's is an equal opportunity employer.
Countdown to Tip-Off is brought to you by the 21st Century Energy Group, the area leader in residential and commercial fuel delivery. Visit them online at 21stcenturyenergygroup.com for all your energy needs.
We are back on Sports Radio 96.7. Ryan Briggs here with Lakeview head coach Gary Burke. Coach, on the road here tonight at Sharpsville. Always a tough place to play, a little bit of an unusual gym layout. But kind of just cover your thoughts here. Getting ready is one of the final week of the regular season, which is hard to believe.
Yeah, it's great to see you, Briggsy. But you were exactly correct. This is it's kind of unbelievable that we're here in the last week of the regular season. I can't believe how fast we got here. I'm pleased with our girls. This is a tough place to play. Both teams kind of have something on the line here because it's going to affect seeding. So, we got the first game on Sharpsville, and we don't want to give up a second one, or we don't want them to pull even with us. We have work here to do tonight. So we're hoping for a good result.
Of course, so one of your multi-year starters, Leah Marsteller, out tonight, foot in a walking boot. We're often here in sports, next man up, next woman up, or whatever, which isn't necessarily always that easy with somebody with obviously her ability to score, but just her presence. I mean, she's played a lot of basketball for you.
She has. She's a 3-year starter for us, a 4-year letterman. She brings work. She brings her lunch pail every game. She goes to work for us, and the other kids feed off of that. So we're going to have the younger kids really step up and play. We have Dennis Summers, our only other senior. She'll be starting tonight in place of Leah. But we have what we have wanted this whole entire season was to be able to get Leah off the point to let her do a little bit more scoring. So we have very capable girls behind her with Seclara Cook, a junior, and Peyton Doyle, a sophomore, to step right in and pick up where we left off. It's just that everybody else is going to have to put a few more shots up tonight and be a little bit more offensive minded now that we don't have Leah.
Taking on Sharpsville, which you played a lot of zone the other night at West Middlesex. So I know we were talking off air that you would not be surprised to see a zone defense again tonight.
Yeah, I mean, most teams know that if you're playing against Lakeview, you have to try to slow down our attack. So what they like to do is go into the zones and kind of pack it in and make us shoot from the outside. And some nights that's to their detriment, and some nights it's to their credit. So tonight, we're prepared for it. We're ready to go. Our girls are comfortable with everything that we have worked on the last couple of days. So we just got to go out and shoot with confidence and put the ball in the hole and negate that slowing down of our offense and to take them out of that zone.
What are a couple of things that concern you about Coach Hubbard's team?
Well, Danilovich is kind of a handful. I mean, she's a girl who works hard around the basket, and she's long, so she gets a lot of loose balls, gets a lot of baskets around the rim. So you got to keep her off the glass for sure. And Ramsey, you got to have a hand in her face. She's made a lot of threes this year, and a lot of those threes have been uncontested. So we know she can knock down shots being uncontested. The first time we played them, she didn't get any open looks and had, I think, 4 points. So, that's something that we have to key on tonight, keeping her off the scoreboard, and then we think that we can handle the other ones.
Coach, always a pleasure. Best of luck tonight.
It's always great seeing you, Briggsy. I hope my buddy Chris Birch is feeling better at home, and, he has a quick return.
That's Sharpsville, that's Lakeview head coach Gary Burke. He's at Sharpsville tonight. He was a Chris Birch coaching colleague way back when at Slippery Rock a few years back. So, Chris, we know you're listening. Hope you get to feeling better. Looking forward to working with you tomorrow night. In the meantime, we'll take a break and come back with the 21st Century Energy Group starting lineups on Sports Radio 96.7.
And enjoy bingo every Thursday and Friday. First number called at 6:45. Join us for trivia night every Thursday at 6 p.m. Our grill room serves up great food daily, and our kitchen is open Thursday through Saturday from noon to 9. We proudly welcome all veterans to our community. Visit Sharon American Legion Post 299 on East State Street for good company, good times, and a warm welcome.
I just bought a used car.
As did I.
Mine has a slight dent in the driver's side door and a few other minor scratches, but hey, considering the deal I got, I can live with a few imperfections.
Well, I got the great price without the imperfections.
Whoa, there's no way that's used.
DK Auto LLC is a veteran-owned and operated used car dealership in Grove City. And with DK Auto's attention to detail, were it not for the title, you'd swear you're driving new. See the amazing selections at DKAutoLLCPA.com.
Countdown to Tip-Off is brought to you by the 21st Century Energy Group, the area leader in residential and commercial fuel delivery. Visit them online at 21stcenturyenergygroup.com for all your energy needs.
And we are back here at Sharpsville High School, Red Johnston Gymnasium. Ryan Briggs with you tonight, Aaron Biro in the studio. It is time now for tonight's starting lineups, and the starting lineups, as always, are being brought to you by the 21st Century Energy Group. The 21st Century Energy Group is the area leader in residential and commercial fuel delivery. Call them today for your home heating or commercial fuel needs, and don't forget to follow them on Facebook or visit them at 21stcenturyenergygroup.com. First for Lakeview, the visitors are 12-8 overall, 6-6 in the league, but they do have one win already over Sharpsville up in Stoneboro back on January 12th. Starting five, the guards, Dennis Summers, 5'5", senior, averaging 1.5 points per game. Seclara Cook, 5'5", junior, averaging 8.5 points per game. The third guard is Peyton Doyle, 5'3", sophomore, averaging 3 points per game. Up front, Maya Yuri, 5'4", sophomore, averaging 2 points per game. And rounding out the starting five is Mariah Miller, 5'7", junior, averaging 9 points per game. Summers, Miller, Cook, Yuri, and Doyle for Lakeview, which is without senior guard Leah Marstiller due to the foot injury tonight. For Sharpsville, 14-5 overall, 7-5 in the league. The guards are Kendall Alman, 5'3", sophomore, 3 points. David Masters, Brooklyn Ramsey, also in the backcourt. Kellen Masters, Ellie Danilovics up front. We'll give you the particulars after this break. Tip-off comes up next on Sports Radio 96.7.
Vay's Pub and Grill is thrilled to announce the January 2026 Mercer County Team of the Month, awarding this honor to the Reynolds Boys Wrestling Team. Congratulations to Coach Casey Taylor and his Raiders team for securing their 22nd District 10 Team Championship in school history. Reynolds Wrestling is celebrated as the January Vay's Pub and Grill Mercer County Team of the Month. For more information, visit Vay'sPubAndGrill.com.
Why is your auto loan not at Grove City Area Federal Credit Union? Seriously, why isn't it? If you financed your vehicle at the dealership, you're probably paying way more than you need. Refinance today and receive up to $100 from us. Lower your rate, shrink your payment, and smile more every month. It's fast and simple. For more details, go to gcafcu.org or text the word AUTO to 724-458-7520. The Grove City Area Federal Credit Union. Members of NCUA and Equal Opportunity Lender.
When it comes to your heart, every beat counts. That's why Sharon Regional and Independence Health System have joined forces to bring world-class heart care to Mercer County. From life-saving interventions and treatment, cardiologists are on site when you need them because your heart deserves the best. Learn more about the Sharon Regional Heart and Vascular Center. Visit SharonRegionalHealthSystem.org or call 724-983-7200. Sharon Regional Health System, continuing the legacy of healthcare in our community.
Countdown to Tip-Off is brought to you by the 21st Century Energy Group, the area leader in residential and commercial fuel delivery. Visit them online at 21stcenturyenergygroup.com for all your energy needs.
We are back here at Sharpsville High School's Red Johnston Gymnasium. We're in the middle of the 21st Century Energy Group starting lineups. They sprung the national anthem on us while the pregame clock was still winding down, so we thought we had time for it, but we didn't. Anyway, quickly recapping Lakeview: Dennis Summers, Mariah Miller, Seclara Cook, Maya Yuri, and Peyton Doyle. And on the Sharpsville side, the guards are Kendall Alman, 5'3", sophomore, averaging 3.4 points per game. David Masters, 5'3", senior, back into the starting lineup. She was our lock, stock, and barrel sub of the game Thursday in the win at West Middlsex. She's averaging 3 points per game. The third guard, Brooklyn Ramsey, 5'5", senior, averaging 12.7 points per game. Team leading 49 threes this year. Up front, Kenlin Masters, 5'5" freshman, averaging 10.6 points per game. And the fifth starters, Ellie Danilovic, 5'8" sophomore, averaging 13 points per game. Amon, Dava Masters, Kenlin Masters, Danilovic, and Ramsey for Sharpsville. Your officials tonight, Scott Walters is your lead referee. Tom Ryder and Mike Bockert are the umpires. Sharpsville will go right to left in the first half from the scorer's table vantage point. We are, of course, up here in the crow's nest, so our camera angle is kind of oriented a bit, southeast to northwest, if you will. But a great sit-up here. Thanks to the folks here at Sharpsville, Athletic Director Madeline Hoffman, the game manager tonight, Emily Brown. Appreciate the setup here. Aaron Byro in the studio producing our game. And we're about ready to get underway here. Sharpsville in the home whites, blue numbers and letters, blue trim. Lakeview in the black threads, white numbers and letters outlined in red, red trim for the Sailors. Lakeview has Lakeview on the front and Sailors on the nameplate. And the tip is knocked around and ends up in the backcourt for Lakeview. And the Sailors have it. We're underway. Peyton Doyle, the sophomore, with it. And Sharpsville comes out in a 2-3 zone. We expected to see this from the Blue Devils. High post, Miller working down low for Yuri on the block. Kick at right corner for Seclara Cook. Cook into the lane. Runner up. Glass. Rims out. No good. Did everything but fall through. The rebound grab by Dava Masters. A good look for Lakeview, but shot wouldn't go for Seclara Cook. High post, Danilovic with it, hands it back to Kenlin Masters. She'll drive up with the right hand. That one goes, and it is 2-0. Kenlin Masters, very good freshman year for her. She opens the scoring, and now Sharpsville settles back into the 2-3. Just underway, opening minute here at Lakeview. Cook on the right wing to Miller. Now Doyle reverses it left side. Back to Doyle between the circles. It's Amon and Kenlin Masters up top. Danilovic anchors the back line, flanked by Ramsey on the right and Dava Masters on the left. Right corner, Cook with it. Cook onto the baseline for Miller. Miller puts it on the deck, drives underneath the hoop, swings it left side to Summers. Move it back up top. Doyle, 3. Doyle short. Rebound is going to be tipped out of bounds, and it will be Sharpsville basketball. With 6 minutes and 44 seconds to go in the opening quarter. Top of the key, Ramsey with it, fires it right side into the right corner now for Kenlin Masters. Danilovic from the right elbow drives it up with the right hand. Too strong, no good. And Mariah Miller yanks down the rebound for Lakeview. Miller on the near wing for Cook. Seclara Cook checked out there by Masters up top in the 2-3. Sharpsville extending the 2-3 a step or two. Left of the lane, Yuri with it up top to Cook. Left corner, Doyle. Doyle driving kick back to Cook. Reversal right wing for Summers. Now Miller on the baseline. Dangerous pass to Cook, who lost her balance and lost the ball. Grabbed it by Dava Masters. Masters down court, up with the right hand, no good. Rebound, Miller flies in. And now we're going to have a foul on the backcourt on Ellie Danilovic, who crashed into the rebounder. First foul of the night. It comes to the 5:58 mark of the first quarter. 2-0 the lead for Sharpsville. Sharpsville a game ahead of Lakeview in the standings. Lakeview won the first meeting, though, so Lakeview win tonight would put the Sailors ahead of Sharpsville in the Region 1 standings in the District 10 playoff race. Right corner 3 put up by Cook. It is short. Rebound tipped around. Danilovic's had it, lost it. Miller retrieves it for Lakeview. Sailors moving left to right. Dennis Summers into the left corner for Miller. Of course, Leah Marsteller out for Lakeview tonight. Team leading 21 threes this year. Doyle is the leading active player in terms of threes for Lakeview. She has 15 this year, but the Sailors are not a big-time shooting team. They get it down low, the high-low. Miller finds Yuri on the block. That'll work just as well against the zone, and it's 2-2. Maya Yuri getting the basket to go. Yuri putting together a good sophomore season. Danilovic's left wing 3 on the way off the rim, no good. Rebound right of the lane. Kenlin Masters took it away. Got it out towards Dava Masters, but Miller steals it. Mariah Miller all the way. Lefty layup is good. And Lakeview has its first lead of the night, 4-2. Mariah Miller, the steal and the score. Miller coming in averaging 9 points per game, scored 14 in the first meeting. Alman, right corner, 3 good. Kendall Alman was our Reinhardt's Insurance player of the game Thursday night. She hit 4 of those. That's her first triple of the night, 5-4 Sharpsville with 4:40 to go first quarter. Miller, right corner with it to Summers. Toss it back out to Doyle on the near right side to Seclara Cook. 3.5 minutes gone by. 5-4 the Sharpsville lead here at home. Each team with 2 field goals, but Sharpsville has a 3. Cook driving in. Cook to the right block. Pulls up. Jumper on the way. Good. Seclara Cook, the third different sailor in the scoring column. And it's 6-5 Lakeview. Teams swapping the lead back and forth as we approach the 4-minute mark. Kendall Wallman, left-hand dribble. Now changing hands with a dribble. Kenlin Masters left side against the Lakeview man-to-man. Masters right of the lane, up on the right hand and good. Kenlin Masters turned the corner. She gets her first field goal of the night. Check that second field goal of the night. She has 4. 7-6. Sharpsville reclaims the lead midway through this back and forth first quarter. Miller on the right baseline, tosses out to Doyle. In the paint, posting up is Uri, and Uri will be called for the travel. Pretty obvious violation in the middle of the lane by Uri. Now we have our first sub of the night. It will be Ava Giovanelli checking in for Lakeview, the 5'8" junior. She was our lock, stock, and barrel sub of the game back over the holidays when Lakeview defeated Slippery Rock up at Lakeview in the Lakeview Christmas tournament. We'll have the Rockets Thursday night against Greenville, looking to sew up an outright league title. Top of the key, 3 from Kenlin Masters, no good. And a foul will be called on the rebound, and it's going to go on Danilovics, her second. So Ellie Danilovics, leading scorer on the season for the Blue Devils, picks up 2 fouls, and now she will check out the 3:26 mark, and that's definitely noteworthy. Madison Sump, 5'8" freshman, checks in. Sump making her 18th appearance of the season. 2-3 zone from Sharpsville. The entry batted away by Sump. Ripped out of there by Miller. She's triple teamed. Finds Summers. Right wing to Doyle. Peyton Doyle. 3 up and good for Peyton Doyle. First 3 of the night for Lakeview, and the Sailors have a 9-7 lead. Peyton Doyle, her 16th 3 of the season. Kenlin Masters up top for Lakeview. Finds Alman. Alman right of lane. 8-foot pull-up. Goes 6 feet. Rebound Kenlin Masters. Finds Sump in the lane. And a 3-second violation will be called on Sump. She was in the lane for a long time. And we'll go back to Lakeview at the 2:53 mark of the first quarter. For those of you watching on our Sports Radio 96.7 Facebook video feed, the clock on there is unofficial. It's an approximation. Sometimes it's dead on, sometimes it's a bit off. Left of the lane, Miller with it, and a jump ball will be called as Kendall Almond and Kenlin Masters, come over and tie up the ball handler, and it will be Sharpsville ball via the arrow. Masters will walk it through the midcourt logo against the Lakeview man-to-man. Bounce pass to Almond, right corner on the baseline. 10-foot pull-up Almond. It is short. Ball loose underneath. Ripped out of there by Dava Masters, but her pass up top intercepted. Miller the steal. Outlet ahead down court for Cook. And they're going to get Seclara Cook for the double dribble or a travel. Either way, it did not look right as she was driving to the hoop. So the violation gives it back to Sharpsville. Lakeview's had a couple of chances to score in transition, but has not been able to do so. 2:18 to go in the quarter. 9-7 Lakeview leads. Kenlin Masters finds Dava Masters. Right-hand dribble. The right wing to Sump. Sump guarded by Giovanelli, who gives her some cushion. Ramsey up top. 3 back of the rim, no good. Rebound tipped around, and Mariah Miller, another defensive rebound for Lakeview. She'll push it ahead, and a reach-in foul is going to be called on Kenlin Masters. Out on the open floor for Masters, her first, team third. Lakeview yet to commit a foul so far in the first 6 minutes of this one. Inbound coming on the baseline against the 2-3 zone. Comes up top to Cook. Cook to the foul line, finds Doyle. Working back in the right wing for Miller. Mariah Miller, 3 long, no good. Ball loose on the floor. Dava Masters with it, and then almost like we spoke it into existence. A foul on Lakeview. Mariah Miller will be called for the loose ball foul at the top of the key. Miller's first, and the team's first. 9-7, Lakeview with the lead here at Sharpsville tonight. Glad you could spend this Monday night with us on Sports Radio 96.7. Kenlin Masters around a screen at the top of the key, and it's going to be an illegal screen on Dava Masters. Masters with her first, team fourth. Lakeview in the bonus for the final 1:37 of the quarter. Ellie Baker, 5'9" junior, who started Thursday night at West Middlesex, checks in. Dava Masters out, so a bigger lineup now for Sharpsville, and the Blue Devils are going to go man-to-man. Left corner, Cook with it, and Brooklyn Ramsey knocks it out of bounds. It will stay Sailor ball, foul line extended far side. And the inbound will be sent in by Sarah Williams, the junior guard, who's been a part-time starter this year. She checked in during the last stoppage as well. Top of the key for Miller between the circles. 1:23 to go, first quarter. Near block, Giovanelli posting up. She's doubled kick at right corner. Williams 3 short. Kenlyn Masters the rebound for Sharpsville. She will look to bring it ahead. Nearly lost the handle, but now she'll set up the Blue Devil offense with 1:08 to go, first quarter. Lakeview with a 2-point lead. Right wing to Almond. Back up top for Ellie Baker. Baker a ball fake, driving in on Giovanelli. She gets cut off. Give it off to Ramsey. Right side back to Kenlyn Masters into the lane. And up top to Ramsey. Under a minute to go in the quarter. Kenlyn Masters will pull it back to the volleyball line and reset the offense, Baker top of the key. Finds Sump. Big minutes from Sump in the first quarter. Sump drives around Williams, and she'll be called for the travel. So an extended possession, but it results in a turnover. Lakeview will send Cammie Reither in, 5'3" sophomore, for the first time tonight. Reither, a middle distance specialist for the track team. She's going to be out here for this 30-second sprint to the end of the quarter. Reither up top to Miller, and they work on the left side now. Cook with it. Cook at the foul line. Left elbow jumper good. Seclara Cook hits the mid-range jumper, and it is 11-7. Lakeview with the largest lead of the night for either team. Right of the lane driving in is Sump. Sump on the block. Double knocked away by Giovanelli. Scramble for it, and there will be a whistle and a jump ball. And the arrow belongs to Lakeview, so the Sailors will have 13.8 seconds with which to work. A chance to add to an 11-7 lead. Doyle over the timeline. Sharpsville in the man-to-man. Giovanelli, right wing for Doyle. 6 seconds for the cutter. Miller down the lane, puts it up, no good. Rebound, Baker finds Kenlyn Masters. 1 second from 50 feet. It is short, and that is the end of the first quarter here at Red Johnston Gymnasium. The Lakeview Sailors on the road. They have an 11-7 lead after one. We'll come back with second quarter action after this on Sports Radio 96.7 and Sports Radio 96.7 Facebook Live, brought to you by American Legion Post 299 in Sharon.
When the finest cuts of meat combine with just the right amount of fire and seasonings, you don't need anything else except a fork and a plate. Get ready for the most amazing dining experience ever.
When you're out with your friends or looking for a place to stop before or after the games, Vay's Pub and Grill is the place for you. Open Tuesday through Saturday with happy hour daily from 4:30 to 6:30. Vay's Pub and Grill, East State Street in Hermitage.
I run a local business. With payroll, expenses, taxes, and equipment, taking care of business is a lot of work. But at my bank, I get mobile banking, online bill pay, and the financial advice I need to make the best decisions for my business. My bank is a financial partner I can count on. Mercer County State Bank. Member FDIC. Your community bank. Online at mcsbank.bank.
The second quarter is brought to you by the Penn Ohio Roofing and Siding Group for all of your roofing, siding, and exterior needs.
Second quarter getting underway. They are not wasting time down at the table tonight. Ryan Briggs with you here at Sharpsville High School. Lakeview an 11-7 lead. It's Sharpsville ball to start the second quarter, moving from right to left. The white jerseys, blue numbers and letters, blue trim. Lakeview in the black with white numerals and letters, white and red trim. And a travel will be called on Ellie Danilovics, who checked back in during the quarter break. She picked up 2 fouls in the first quarter, and head coach Rob Hubbard rolling the dice. His team faces a 4-point deficit here in the second quarter. Sharpsville back to the 2-3. Danilovics, Baker, and Ramsey on the back line. Kenlyn Masters and Almond up top. Left corner with it, it's Dennis Summers for the Sailors. Out to Doyle. Doyle near right wing for Cook. Cook with a ball fake. Cross court over to Miller. 7:13 to go in the half. Miller's pass deflected, and Danilovics with the steal. Looked like Kenlyn Masters got a hand on it, and Lakeview turns it over. Into the forecourt, Ramsey left wing for Danilovic, drives around Miller, drives baseline, runner with the right hand is good. Ellie Danilovic cuts the lead to 11-9, first points of the night for the sophomore. You can see why Coach Hubbard likes having her out there. Makes so much happen at the offensive end. 11-9, 6:45 to go in the half. Doyle, guarded by Masters, cross court for Reither. Makes the catch near midcourt, nearly went in the backcourt, but stayed in the front court. Cook driving kick right side. Doyle, three, no good. Rebound underneath, and a jump ball will be called as Reither and Danilovic are tied up. The arrow belongs to Lakeview. Sailors will bring Maya Uri back in. She scored a field goal in the first quarter. And Reither out after giving the Sailors some good minutes. 6.5 minutes to go, first half. Summers looking, finds the cutting Miller down the lane, up and good with the right hand. Miller scores on the set play, and a nice feed from Dennis Summers. Mariah Miller with 4. The lead is 4 at 13-9, 6:19 to go in the half. Right wing with it, Kenlin Masters. Masters with a left-hand dribble finds Danilovic around a screen, and it's going to be an illegal screen on Kenlin Masters, the foul line. Her second, team first. So 2 starters for Sharpsville with 2 fouls. Danilovic 2, and now Kenlin Masters 2. Definitely something to monitor here. Sharpsville back to the 2-3. Lakeview will set up the T-game zone offense. Stacking 3 to the near side of the lane. Miller pops open in the lane. Miller up with the right hand. It is short. Rebound grabbed by Ramsey. Took it away from Uri. Ramsey finds Alman, left wing Danilovic. Danilovic in on Cook. Danilovic drives in. Can't get the righty shot to go. The follow by Baker, no good. Baker rips it away, and the Blue Devils will get a third crack at it. Ramsey from 26 feet. It is off the mark. It lands on the baseline, out of bounds, and it will be Lakeview basketball. Ramsey was open, but perhaps rushed it a bit. And it remains a 4-point game. Now for the first time we see a 1-2-2 from Sharpsville. Miller bringing it ahead. Masters knocked it away, came close to getting her third foul. Instead, Alman comes up with it. And now a foul on Lakeview in the defensive end. It'll be on Peyton Doyle with a reach in. Doyle's first, team first. Masters, it was a clean steal, but the angle at which she came, oftentimes you'll see a foul called. Good officiating and a calculated risk, certainly for Masters. That time, Masters' pass for Ramsey on the right wing was off the mark. It goes out of bounds, and Lakeview regains possession. Kenlin Masters out. Dava Masters back in with 5:25 to go in the first half. 13-9, the Lakeview lead. Doyle walks it into the front court. Summers back to Doyle on the right wing into the right corner. Cook with it into the high post for Miller down low. Uri steps around, and they'll get her for the travel. Good defense down low. Uri an extra step. Turnovers accumulating on both sides here in the second quarter. 13-9, each team with a field goal. Miller for Lakeview, Danilovic for Sharpsville. Ramsey on the left wing around the screen from Baker. Ramsey gives it back to Alman. Alman drive and kick left side. Dava Masters, right-hand dribble, steps back 3. Masters short. Rebound into the near corner, and it's collected by Ellie Baker for Sharpsville. Baker's done a nice job on the offensive glass. 1-4 set for Sharpsville, and we're going to have a timeout taken by Sharpsville. Head coach Rob Hubbard is going to take a full timeout with 4:42 to go in the half. 13-9, Lakeview the lead on Sports Radio 96.7 and Sports Radio 96.7 Facebook Live.
Your hip, your knee, your shoulder, whatever has been holding you back, UPMC Orthopedic Care is where you'll find experts to help you get back to a better quality of life. UPMC is pioneering minimally invasive surgeries, and we offer personalized treatment plans and same-day surgery to get you home and moving sooner. It's your ankle, your elbow, your hand, and it's your move. Visit upmc.com/ortho to learn how UPMC can help.
The second quarter is brought to you by the Penn Ohio Roofing and Siding Group for all of your roofing, siding, and exterior needs.
The timeout was changed to a 30. Good job by Aaron Byro to have 30 seconds in the rack for us. 13-9, Sharpsville on the short end. Danilovic on the near block, doubled. Finds it back to Ramsey on the left side. Brooklyn Ramsey into the paint, and she's fouled, and she will shoot 2 with 4:30 to go in the half. Foul will go on Peyton Doyle, her second, team second. We have our first foul shots of the night coming up for either team. They'll be shot by Brooklyn Ramsey. Ramsey line to the left. First one is up and in. Ramsey 63% at the line on the season. That's her first point. She's been face guarded by Seclara Cook for much of the night. Ramsey drawing the foul. Second free throw follows the first. 2 for Ramsey to lead down to 2. Doyle out with the 2 fouls for Lakeview. So the Lakeview 5, Sarah Williams, Giovanelli, Miller, Cook, and Summers. 1-2-2 from Sharpsville. Danilovic up top. Pass in the middle of the floor. Grabbed by Cook. Cook right away. Cook goes all the way. Puts it up. No good. Summers there for the follow-up and good. Dennis Summers with a weak side rebound. The lefty follow makes it 15-11. Dennis Summers. First field goal of the night for the senior. Back into the starting lineup in place of classmate Leah Marstiller. Ramsey near block. Looking inside for Danilovic, who was posting up. And the foul goes on Mariah Miller. That's Miller's second. So foul trouble now kind of becoming problematic on both sides. Miller and Doyle, 2 fouls for Lakeview. Kenlin Masters and Danilovic, 2 for Sharpsville. We still have 4 minutes to go in the first half, 4:07 to be precise. Ramsey out to Danilovic. Danilovic drives in from right of the lane. High off the glass, no good. Rebound. Danilovic gets it over to Dava Masters. And then Masters called for the travel. Hesitated a bit on what to do. And we'll go back to the Sailors at the 4-minute mark. Lakeview in the black jerseys, white numbers and letters, white and red trim. Sharpsville, the home whites, blue numbers and letters, blue trim. And Sharpsville back to the 1-2-2. Williams able to get it in to Uri and now to Cook. Cook will drive down the lane. Up with the left hand, no good. May have been deflected by Baker. Rebound pinballing around. Almond tips it over to Kenlin Masters, and Sharpsville with it. Outlet down court, Danilovic right of the lane. Danilovic on the block, spins, and another travel. 15-11 in what has been a stop and start second quarter. 1-2-2 trap from Sharpsville. Williams finds Cook at midcourt. Cook down court on the left block for Uri, and Uri calling for the travel. This isn't a case where they're calling stuff it's ticky-tack. These are pretty blatant traveling violations. Both teams certainly know the stakes of this one. The winner, going to certainly improve their playoff standing here in this final week of the regular season. Almond on the right wing, around a screen from Sump. Pick and roll looking for Sump, deflected away, but grabbed by Kenlin Masters right corner. Back to Almond. Ramsey left wing. Ramsey near side Danilovic. Danilovic back to Ramsey in the left corner. Ramsey drives in, righty layup, no good. Rebound underneath. Danilovic tiptoes the baseline, then threw it in the middle of the floor. And it's grabbed by Summers of Lakeview, and then Summers fouled on the outlet pass. And Kenlin Masters has picked up her third personal. Her third, team second. She'll check out. Dava Masters back in. Likely the last we'll see of Kenlin Masters in the first half with 3 personal fouls. Remains 15-11 Lakeview. Coming up at the half, we'll have scoring. And we will look at the area scoreboard tonight. The final Monday of the regular season. Sharpsville now packing in the 2-3 zone. Uri left elbow looking down low for Giovanelli. Her shot is deflected by Danilovic. Rebound Sump. Dava Masters into the forecourt, driving in on Giovanelli, puts it up, and a blocking foul on Ava Giovanelli, who was a bit tardy getting over. Giovanelli with the foul, her first, team fourth. Sharpsville now in the bonus for the final 2:42 of the half, and it's Dava Masters shooting 2. Masters 13 of 24 at the line this year, 54%. First one is long, no good, and it remains 15-11. Reither in for Lakeview. Williams out. Line to the left. Masters aims, shoots, and that one rattles in. First point of the night for Masters. Makes it a 15-12 game. 2:36 to go in the half. Now 1-2-2 half-court trap from Sharpsville. Summers on the right wing. Dribbling around, Summers in trouble, timeout Lakeview. Lakeview will take its first timeout of the night. It will be a 30-second timeout. We'll take it as well. 2:29 to go first half, 15-12, Lakeview on top on Sports Radio 96.7 and Sports Radio 96.7 Facebook Live.
A community is more than just houses, buildings, and streets. It's the people who live and work and contribute to making life for themselves and the people around them better. Attorney Bill Motor believes in the young people who are this community's future. Attorney Bill Motor would like to say good luck, good health, and best wishes to all the players, coaches, band members, and cheerleaders in today's game and throughout the season. Attorney Bill Motor, 2500 Highland Road, Hermitage.
The second quarter is brought to you by the Penn Ohio Roofing and Siding Group for all of your roofing, siding, and exterior needs.
Lakeview ball in the forecourt. Sailors working against now what is the 1-2-2 half-court trap from Sharpsville. Cook into the high post for Giovanelli. Fires the bullet right corner. 3. Summers. Long rebound grabbed by Uri, who falls down, ends up on top of the ball, and is called for the travel with 2:17 to go in the half. It goes back to Sharpsville, a chance to tie here, trailing 15-12. Now 1-2-2 half-court trap from Lakeview for the first time tonight. Almond, left wing to Ramsey. Left corner, David Masters. 3 up short. Rebound, batted around, tipped far side. It goes out of bounds off of Sharpsville as it was David Masters the last to touch it. Both teams changing things up defensively. Sharpsville back to the 1-2-2 with Danilovic's up top. 5'8", she's very rangy, but also 2 fouls. Cook, right wing for Reither. Cammie Reither rips through, drives in, back left side to Summers. Onto the baseline for Uri. Uri up top to Cook. Giovanelli in the high post. Reither right side. Pass into Giovanelli, posting up down low. Finds Uri, puts it up and in. Nice pass from Giovanelli and a strong finish from Maya Uri. 17-12 with a minute and a half to go in the half. Uri with 4. Sump drives right baseline, and Sump is fouled on the drive by Giovanelli. It's Giovanelli's second. It's the team's 5th. So Sharpsville shooting 2. Madison Sump, the 5'8 freshman, 10 of 23 at the stripe this year. Sump puts it up, and it is off the mark, no good. It remains 17-12. This is the largest lead of the night for either team. Lakeview led 11-7 after 1. Sump aims, shoots, and good. Madison Sump, first point of the night. Blue Devils are 4 of 6 at the line in the quarter. Cook left wing, Cook driving in. Cook runner glass, no good. David Masters clears the glass. Then a travel called on Masters. She had it and then couldn't keep her balance under her. So it will be Sailor ball. A bonus possession, if you will, for the Sailors. Cook the trigger. Finds Summers on the right wing. Sharpsville back to the man-to-man. We've seen 2-3 man-to-man and 1-2-2 half-court trap from the Blue Devils. They also have the 1-2-2 full court. Reither for cutting Cook. Cook right of the lane up with the right hand, no good. Rebound, Giovanelli puts it up, blocked by the rim. Uri for the follow, catches the front of the rim, and it drops in. Maya Uri was 6. And it's 19-13 with 51 seconds to go in the first half. Danilovic's on the drive, gets tied up, and it will be Sharpsville ball on the possession arrow with 50 seconds to go in the half. David Masters to Danilovic's, back to Masters right corner. She's open. Masters 3 up long, right through the rebound for Lakeview. Feels like a very critical final 40 seconds of the half. Let's see if Lakeview goes for 1. Cook with it. Sharpsville has a couple of fouls to give. Cook right hand dribble. Sump guarding her, trying to get a 5 count. Cook breaks it. Cook down the lane, onto the block. Uri puts it up, no but a foul. Maya Uri will shoot 2 with 25 seconds to go in the half. Fouls on Dava Masters, her second, team third, and Maya Uri with a game-high 6 points. shooting 2. Uri now 2 of 5 at the line after missing the front end. Second one is good to make it 20-13, and Uri has a season high in points. We'll talk more about that as we get a chance. 19 seconds to go in that. Danilovic down the lane, run over the right hand, no good, gets her own rebound, and is fouled on the putback with 14.8 seconds to go. Fouls on Giovanelli. Her third, and Danilovic will toe the line to the left to shoot 2. Danilovic, the leader on the team in terms of makes, attempts, and percentage. 50 out of 71, that's 70%. That one long, no good. Remains 20-13. Mariah Miller coming back in for Lakeview. Giovanelli out. And offense, defense sub Peyton Doyle will be sent back in by Coach Burke. Reither out. Lakeview getting its best offensive personnel out there for the final 14 seconds of the half. Danilovic's up and good. And here comes Lakeview. Up 6. Chance to close out the half. Cook with it, top of the key. Cook whips it inside for Miller down the lane. Up with her right hand, no good. Rebound, Danilovic with it. And then she is tied up. But they might get the foul, the reach around from behind, but instead it will be Lakeview ball in the arrow. Doyle to inbound with 3.7 seconds to go. Doyle finds Cook off a screen. Cook with it, 3 seconds. Cook into the lane, lost it far side. Uri a ball fake, and that is the end of the half. Lakeview did not get a shot off to beat the first half buzzer, but the Sailors have a 6-point lead. We've played 16 minutes tonight here at Red Johnston Gymnasium. And your score in this Region 1 matchup, it is the visiting Lakeview Sailors 20, Sharpsville 14. We'll come back with a first half recap after this on Sports Radio 96.7 and Sports Radio 96.7 Facebook Live.
This is XYZ Insurance. How can I help?
I have a question about my home policy.
Okay, question about phone policy.
Home policy.
Okay, gnome policy.
H-O-M-E, home.
Technology is great, but sometimes it's better to talk with a real person. With Erie Insurance, you have a caring, independent agent who's with you from beginning to end. Your local Erie agent is Mailer Insurance. Get a quote today at mailerinsurance.com. Mailer Insurance, a Reinhardt's agency affiliate. Go to erieinsurance.com for company licensure and product details.
The 21st Century Energy Group is the leader in residential and commercial fuel delivery. For over 50 years, they have provided quality heating oils, propane, heat, gasoline, diesel, and lubricants to western Pennsylvania and eastern Ohio, with 7 locations including Newcastle, Grove City, Conneaut, Lake, and Erie. The 21st Century Energy Group is your locally owned neighborhood fuel provider. Call them today for your home heating or commercial fuel needs at 1-800-922-5454. And don't forget to follow them on Facebook or visit them at 21stcenturyenergygroup.com.
Why is your auto loan not at Grove City Area Federal Credit Union? Seriously, why isn't it? If you financed your vehicle at the dealership, you're probably paying way more than you need. Refinance today and receive up to $100 from us. Lower your rate, shrink your payment, and smile more every month. It's fast and simple. For more details, go to gcafcu.org or text the word AUTO to 724-458-7520. The Grove City Area Federal Credit Union. Members of NCUA and Equal Opportunity Lender.
If you think you can make the calls, become a PIAA official. Make some extra cash, stay in shape, and enjoy interscholastic sports, all while making a difference in your community. Head to PIAA.org for more information.
Tune in to Sports Radio 96.7, News Talk 790 WPIC, and follow us on Sports Radio 96.7 Facebook for all the latest sports updates, live game coverage, expert analysis, and engaging discussions. Vay's Pub and Grill is thrilled to announce the January 2026 Mercer County Team of the Month, awarding this honor to the Reynolds Boys Wrestling Team. Congratulations to Coach Casey Taylor and his Raiders team for securing their 22nd District 10 Team Championship in school history. Reynolds Wrestling is celebrated as the January Vay's Pub and Grill Mercer County Team of the Month. For more information, visit Vay'sPubandGrill.com.
Ready to hit the road with confidence? Mancino's Driving School is your go-to destination for top-notch driving education. Whether you're a teen or an adult, Mancino's experienced instructors ensure you're equipped with essential skills and safety tips. Offering flexible schedules and personalized lessons, Mancino's Driving School make learning to drive convenient and effective. Visit our website at mancinosdrivingschool.com to enroll today and begin your journey toward becoming a safe, independent driver.
The Halftime Show is brought to you by Lock, Stock, and Barrel, serving giant subs to the Shenango Valley since 1973.
Halftime here at Sharpsville's Red Johnston Gymnasium and Lakeview. Going for a season sweep of Sharpsville with a 20-14 lead tonight here at Sharpsville. Ryan Briggs with you tonight. We have Aaron Biro back in the studio producing our game on Sports Radio 96.7. Don't forget, tomorrow night, we have two big games on the radio on the boys' side in Region 4. Here on the FM side, Chris Birch, who was home watching tonight, recuperating. The bug that's going around got a hold of him over the weekend. Chris will be joining me at Grove City High School tomorrow night. Eagles host Mercer, 7 o'clock airtime, 7:30 tip. And on News Talk 790 WPIC, Farrell and Sharon will tee it up for the second time this year. This one at Sharon Tiger Gymnasium. Mark Slazak and Bob Greenberg will have the call on that one as Sharon looks to close in on at least a share of the league title. And Farrell looking to keep its playoff hopes alive. And that'll be tomorrow night. All part of a busy and fantastic final week of the regular season in high school girls and boys basketball here on Sports Radio 96.7 and on 790 WPIC. Lakeview in the first half led by Maya Uri, a season-high 7 points. She scored 5 against Cochranton, 5 against Reynolds earlier this year. She has 7 tonight to lead the way. Mariah Miller 4, Seclara Cook 4, Peyton Doyle 3, Dennis Summers 2 for Lakeview. On the Sharpsville side, it is Kenlyn Masters leading the way with 4. Ellie Danilovics with 3. Kendall Almond a 3 for 3 points. Brooklyn Ramsey 2. Held without a field goal in the first half, just 2 for 2 at the line. Dava Masters, Madison Sump, both 1 for 2 at the line for 1 point. Foul trouble, it's notable on both sides. For Lakeview, Ava Giovanelli, who of course is their top post entry off the bench, 3 fouls. Peyton Doyle and Mariah Miller, who are both starters, 2 fouls each for Lakeview. On the Sharpsville side, Kenlyn Masters with 3. Ellie Danilovics picked up 2 quick ones. She did play the entirety of the second quarter with the 2 fouls and got through unscathed, but she still has 2 next to her name. Dava Masters, 2 for Sharpsville. Blue Devils coming into this one with a 1-game lead in the league over Lakeview, but Lakeview has the right now the head-to-head, and if Lakeview wins, the teams would be 7-6, both 7-6. But then Lakeview would have a 2-0 head-to-head edge over Sharpsville in terms of the region standings and playoff seeding and so forth. Mercer looming at 6-6. Also, Sharpsville will have to go to Mercer on Thursday night in the regular season finale. And mind you, Mercer came here to Sharpsville, just one of 2 teams to win on this floor, 2 visiting teams, Kennedy the other one. So certainly a tough finishing stretch for Sharpsville, down 6 here at the half, and then having to go to Mercer on Thursday night. And Lakeview will be home for West Middlesex, an improved Middlesex team that's likely not going to the playoffs, but the Big Reds certainly, that will be their playoffs Thursday night, going up to the Twin Cities and taking on Lakeview. One update to pass on to you from Region 1 at halftime. End of 3. Wilmington leading Farrell 42-37. That was at the end of 3 quarters. And at halftime in Region 2, Commodore Perry making a bid to be the number 1 seed in Class 1A. Big lead on Rocky Grove at the half, 33-10, as Easton Post goes over the 500 rebound mark for her career at CP. We have an update. The Wilmington game has gone final. Wilmington 50, Farrell 44. So the Greyhounds survive. They will visit Kennedy in the regular season finale Thursday night. And we mentioned that Mercer team, which is 6-6 right now, but split with Lakeview, already has a win over Sharpsville. But Mercer trailing Reynolds at the half tonight, 19-16. So perhaps an upset brewing. Farrell with a near upset. And here tonight, this one, this would be the classic toss-up game. And right now, Lakeview on the road leading 20-14. We'll take a break and come back with the third quarter. Lakeview 20, Sharpsville 14. You're listening to high school basketball on Sports Radio 96.7 and Sports Radio 96.7 Facebook Live.
Why is your auto loan not at Grove City Area Federal Credit Union? Seriously, why isn't it? If you financed your vehicle at the dealership, you're probably paying way more than you need. Refinance today and receive up to $100 from us. Lower your rate, shrink your payment, and smile more every month. It's fast and simple. For more details, go to gcafcu.org or text the word AUTO to 724-458-7520. The Grove City Area Federal Credit Union. Members of NCUA and Equal Opportunity Lender.
A community is more than just houses, buildings, and streets. It's the people who live and work and contribute to making life for themselves and the people around them better. Attorney Bill Motor believes in the young people who are this community's future. Attorney Bill Motor would like to say good luck, good health, and best wishes to all the players, coaches, band members, and cheerleaders in today's game and throughout the season. Attorney Bill Motor, 2500 Highland Road, Hermitage.
Your hip, your knee, your shoulder, whatever has been holding you back, UPMC Orthopedic Care is where you'll find experts to help you get back to a better quality of life. UPMC is pioneering minimally invasive surgeries, and we offer personalized treatment plans and same-day surgery to get you home and moving sooner. It's your ankle, your elbow, your hand, and it's your move. Visit upmc.com/ortho to learn how UPMC can help.
Why is your auto loan not at Grove City Area Federal Credit Union? Seriously, why isn't it? If you financed your vehicle at the dealership, you're probably paying way more than you need. Refinance today and receive up to $100 from us. Lower your rate, shrink your payment, and smile more every month. It's fast and simple. For more details, go to gcafcu.org or text the word AUTO to 724-458-7520. The Grove City Area Federal Credit Union. Members of NCUA and Equal Opportunity Lender.
The third quarter is brought to you by Warner's Homes and Improvements, making dreams come true since 1958.
We get ready to start quarter number 3 here tonight at Sharpsville. Blue Devils will send Kendall Alvin, Ellie Danilovics, Dava Masters, Brooklyn Ramsey, and Kenlin Masters out there. The starting 5, Sharpsville in the home whites, blue numbers and letters, blue trim. Lakeview in the road black jerseys, white numbers and letters outlined in red, red and white trim. And it's a starting 5 for the Sailors as well. Dennis Summers, Mariah Miller, along with Seclara Cook, Maya Uri, and Peyton Doyle. And the third quarter is underway. Kenlin Masters far blocking the Danilovics. She's doubled. Danilovics will work it back to Masters left side. 3. Kenlin Masters no good. Rebound. Dava Masters comes up with it for Sharpsville. Works inside for Danilovics. Puts it up. No good. Rebound yanked down by Miller. A couple of good opportunities for Sharpsville, but the Blue Devils cannot cash in. Miller down in the lane. Lefty shot too strong, no good. Ball loose underneath. Miller comes up with it. She'll be tied up. And we're going to have a jump ball, and the arrow belongs to Lakeview. Both teams, good looks here early in the third quarter, but it remains 20-14 Lakeview. Summers to inbound, standing on the A in Sharpsville. To Cook. Cook down the lane. 10-foot runner, no good. Rebound trickles out of bounds off of a Blue Devil, and Lakeview will try it again. Lead referee Scott Walters will hand the basketball to Dennis Summers, Mike Bockert, and Tommy Ryder. Rounding out this 3-man crew. Lakeview spreads the floor out of a 1-4. Now near left wing for Mariah Miller. Sailors going right to left towards the main scoreboard here in the second half. Cook on the right wing. Up top for Peyton Doyle. Sharpsville back into the 2-3. Right wing 3 on the way, put up by Cook. No good. Rebound ripped out by Kenlin Masters. Masters down court, gets around Summers. Masters is going to go all the way, but before she gets to the lane, a foul will be called out on the open floor. It's going to go on, I believe, on Summers. Yes, it is on Dennis Summers. Her first, team first. May have prevented a layup. Pass intercepted. Cook jumped into the passing lane at the foul line and gets the steal. And then she is fouled driving down the court as Kendall Alman and her go shoulder to shoulder. Cook goes sprawling down. Now she's up. Alman got her money's worth. It was certainly not intentional or anything that she's trying to do that, but Cook was running, and Almond tried to occupy the same spot, and physics ended up working against Seclara Cook. The foul is on Almond, her first, team first, and Seclara Cook appears to be okay. She's setting up the offense, standing in the Blue Devil logo, right corner to Summers. Far block to Miller. Mariah Miller posting up jumper, no, but a foul, and maybe number 3 on Ellie Danilovics. And it is on Danilovics, the foul with the body, her third. So it's 6:36 of the third. Ellie Danilovics, the leading scorer for Sharpsville with 3 fouls, and Mariah Miller shooting 2 for Lakeview. Miller, 61% at the line this year. First one rims out, no good. Lakeview 1 of 3 at the line tonight. Sharpsville is 5 of 8. Second one up and good for Mariah Miller. 5 points for Mariah Miller. Comes in averaging over 9 per night. That's the first point for either team in the second half. Sharpsville only 1 field goal in the second quarter. Down the lane, Kenlin Masters shot no good. Tipped out of there by Doyle. Finds Summers, and here comes Lakeview. Lakeview defense has been stout. Only 4 total field goals tonight for Sharpsville. Team that made 11 threes Thursday night at West Middlesex, but it's been tough sledding here at home for the Blue Devils so far, but a long way to go. 6:06 to go in the third. Uri finds Doyle left wing. Doyle across the lane up with the right hand, no good. Kenlin Masters the rebound. Masters will push it ahead. Masters over the timeline on the near right wing. Finds Ramsey up top. Ramsey 2 points tonight on 2 free throws. Pass across the lane for Danilovics, who cut to the hoop, however. It goes out of bounds and back to Lakeview at the 5:49 mark. Madison Sump returns for Lakeview. Kenlin Masters out. Sump, good minutes in the first half for head coach Rob Hubbard. Again, Sharpsville's a game ahead of Lakeview in the standings, but a Lakeview win tonight would put Lakeview ahead of the Blue Devils based on the 2-0 season sweep. Sharpsville back into the 2-3. All 5 defenders inside the 3-point line. Now the Blue Devils start to extend it. Doyle out to Cook. Seclara Cook. Back to your midcourt. Finds Doyle. Doyle right a lane down low for Summers posting up. Blocked by Sump. Sump the rebound. Madison Sump making her presence felt at the defensive end. David Masters left wing for Ramsey. Ramsey up top to Masters. The near right side for Almond. Almond left hand dribble. Top of the key, Danilovics. Danilovics rips through, swings it back for David Masters. Now Sump on the left wing. Sump a ball fake, picks up the dribble at the 3-point line. Out to Ramsey, who's been blanketed by Seclara Cook all night. Seclara Cook probably knows what flavor gum Brooklyn Ramsey has tonight. Ramsey left side around a screen. Ramsey drive and kick. Now they work it right corner. Almond 3 up off the rim, no good. The rebound ripped out by Miller for Lakeview. Miller into the forecourt. Miller right of the lane. Runner glass, no, but a foul, and Mariah Miller will go back to the line with 4:33 to go in the third. Lakeview leading 21-14. Madison Sump called for the foul. Her first, team third. Miller split 2 free throws moments ago. First one up and good. 22-14. It's an 8-point game, but the way that the Lakeview defense has been, it probably feels like 18 to Sharpsville right now. Sump out. Kenlin Masters back in. Summers checks out for Giovanelli on the Lakeview side. Miller, line to the left, and long, no good, and a rebound put in by Danilovics. 4:30 to go in the third, 22-14. We have not had a field goal from either team in the third quarter. Just 2 Mariah Miller free throws for Lakeview. Kenlin Masters for Danilovics at the foul line. Driving on Giovanelli up on the right hand, no, but a foul. Danilovics will go back to the line, and Ava Giovanelli has picked up her 4th foul. Her 4th, team 2nd, and Danilovics looking to get Sharpsville on the board in the third quarter. And she does. First free throw up and in. 4 points for Danilovics. She scored 20 in that upset of Wilmington a week and a half ago. She goes 2 for 2 at the line, and perhaps that will break the ice for Sharpsville. 22-16. Blue Devils are down only 6. Uri left baseline driving kick across the lane for Cook. Shot blocked by Kenlin Masters. Cook the rebound. Now over to Miller. Miller into the lane. Runner with the right hand. No good. Rebound. Miller comes up with it for Lakeview. Second try with the right hand doesn't go. Miller lost it. Grabbed by Uri. And then a foul on Sharpsville. It's bonus time. Just the fourth. Fourth on Sharpsville. The third on Dava Masters. But now Lakeview's in the bonus for the rest of the third quarter. That's 3 minutes and 55 seconds. Inbound to Peyton Doyle, left wing. Doyle into the lane, and she's fouled. This foul will go on Kendall Almond. Almond's second, but the Blue Devils are over the limit, and Peyton Doyle will shoot two. Doyle, the only three-pointer of the night for Lakeview. That came early on, back in the first quarter. First one up and good for Peyton Doyle, now 9 of 13 at the line this year. 23-16. Doyle aims, shoots, and that one won't go. Rebound loose underneath. We have a jump ball. And it is Lakeview Arrow. 23-16, a 7-point Lakeview lead. There's a 6-point lead at the half. Lakeview's made 3 foul shots at Sharpsville 2 in the third quarter. Miller from the right wing up top for Cook. Seclara Cook driving kick. Doyle 3, good. Peyton Doyle hits the 3. It's 26-16. A huge 3 for the sophomore Doyle. Danilovic near side for Kenlin Masters. Her 3 won't go. Rebound near corner. Uri tracks it down to the baseline. Here comes Lakeview. Outlet down court. Doyle for a streaking Cammie Reither. Reither, who came in during the free throws, gives it off to Uri. And the ball knocked out of bounds, and it will stay with Lakeview. Cammie Reither ended up on her back. Some friendly fire took her down. 3:21 to go. She has a big smile on her face. So does head coach Gary Burke. Sharpsville back to the 1-2-2. Reither right side to Miller. Miller off to Cook. Left wing 3. Cook short. Rebound grabbed by Ramsey at the foul line, and here comes Sharpsville. Almond through the center circle with 3 minutes to go in the third. Kenlin Masters drives in. Masters across the lane for Danilovic. Tips it to Almond. Foul line jumper. Almond won't go. Danilovic with the rebound, and then Miller going for the rebound and ended up tackling her from behind. Mariah Miller's third. Also the team's third. 2:57 to go. Ramsey to Danilovic. Finds Kenlin Masters' right elbow. Ramsey off a screen. 3, Ramsey, no, but she's fouled. Seclara Cook whacked her on the arm. You could hear that one from up here. Cook's first, team fourth, and 3 free throws coming for Brooklyn Ramsey. Ramsey, 2 for 2 so far tonight. And she hits that one. Ramsey, the senior guard. Second one good as well. She'll get a third. 26-18. Ramsey, 49 threes this year, averaging 12.7 per game, but has been held scoreless from the field tonight. But she's 5 for 5 at the line. 26-19. Sharpsville in the 1-2-2. Dribbling through traffic, Doyle. Doyle throws it ahead looking for Reither. Intercepted as it was Dava Masters getting into the passing lane. Masters the steal. All of a sudden, a bit of a momentum shift here. Sharpsville down 7, but with the basketball. 2:30 to go in the third. Down the lane, Kenlin Masters, scoop of the right hand, caught the front of the rim and dropped in. Kenlin Masters got into the paint. Got that shot to drop in. Masters was 6, and a 30-second timeout taken by Sharpsville with 2:26 to go in the third. We'll take a 30-second break as well. It's 26-21, Lakeview on top. You're listening to high school basketball on Sports Radio 96.7.
Top Tier Federal Credit Union is now open at 2790 East State Street in Hermitage, near Cranex. Stop in or start your membership application online at toptierfcu.org. The credit union offers checking, savings, loans, and much more, and they incentivize you to do business with them with their special bonus dividend. Top Tier Federal Credit Union, everything banking should be. Personalized, simple, and member-focused. Now open at 2790 East State Street in Hermitage, near Cranex. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
The third quarter is brought to you by Warner's Homes and Improvements, making dreams come true since 1958.
Lakeview ball after the Sharpsville timeout. 1-2-2 from Sharpsville. And Miller just barely beats the 10 count. That was close, but got over with about a second to spare. Maya Yuri right wing out to Peyton Doyle. Miller right elbow, triple team. Whips it inside for the back cutter. Seclair Cook missed the layup. Rebound. Almond couldn't grab it, but Ramsey could. And now here comes Sharpsville. Blue Devils have scored the last 5, and we have a stoppage and we have a fan, I'm guessing a Lakeview fan, who is going to get to listen to the game on the way home. Taking his thermos with him. Minute 50 to go, third quarter. Driving into the lane is Kenlon Masters, and a foul will be called on the drive as a couple of Lakeview players were there, and this one's going to go on Miller. Yes, it is. Mariah Miller, number 4. Miller's 4th, team 5th with 1:49 to go in the third. Masters line to the right, long on the first one. Masters 6 points this evening. That leads Lakeview. She has 6, Dana Lovic's 5. Kenlon Masters, 47% on the season, 47 of 100. Line to the right, up, and good. 26-22. 1-2-2 from Sharpsville. Lakeview gets it in. Reither ahead to Yuri. Yuri to the top of the circle, out to Peyton Doyle. Doyle is fouled by Masters. That's her 4th. Now, Kenlon Masters called for her 4th, and both teams well into the bonus. Peyton Doyle will shoot 2. Doyle 7 points tonight. A minute 41 to go, third quarter. Doyle long on that one. And it stays 26-22. Kenlon Masters stays out there with the 4 fouls. Second one is good. 27-22. Doyle, a game-high 8 points. 27-22, a minute 30 to go in the third quarter. Almond back near midcourt, near right wing for Kenlon Masters, guarded by Reither. Masters drives in, into the lane up the right hand and good. Masters shot the gap, 8 for Kenlon Masters. And Sharpsville's battled back within 3 at 27-24, but a foul in the backcourt, much to the chagrin of head coach Rob Hubbard. And now free throws coming at the other end. This one goes on Ramsey, her first. Cammie Reither will shoot 2. With 1:17 to go in the third. Reither line to the left. Rims out, no good. Lakeview 4 of 9 at the line in the third, make it 5 of 10. They've had 5 different trips to the line, and every player has split them. 28-24, a minute 10 to go in the third. Reither's first point of the night. Now a blocking foul on Doyle. As it was Kenlon Masters driving near side. Doyle picks up her third. Masters a bit shaken up. She'll shoot 2. The line to the right. Kind of clutching at her breadbasket. Trying to get her hands on her hips. A minute 8 to go in the third. And there's been a lot of fouls and so forth, but it's not as if it's been a tight whistle. It's just been one of those games. First one is up and good for Kenlon Masters to make it 28-25. 9 for Masters. If they were calling it tight, we'd probably end the game 3-on-3. second one is good for Kenland Masters, 28-26. And then travel in the backcourt. Reither was doubled immediately as Danilovics and Masters were both there. We're going to have a timeout taken by Lakeview. 30-second timeout for the Sailors. We have 1:05 to go in the third. Sharpsville's battled back to within 2. It's a 10-2 run. More third quarter action after this on Sports Radio 96.7 and Sports Radio 96.7 Facebook Live.
My car does more than take me from here to there, and I expect my insurance to do more too. That's why I chose my agent and Erie Insurance. They offer first accident forgiveness and the service I deserve at a price I can afford.
Your local Erie agent is Mailer Insurance. Get a quote today at mailerinsurance.com. Mailer Insurance, a Reinhardt's agency affiliate.
Erie Insurance services are provided by one or more of the following insurers: Erie Insurance Company, Erie Insurance Property and Casualty Company, or Flagship City Insurance Company, home offices Erie, Pennsylvania, or Erie Insurance Company of New York, home offices Rochester, New York, an equal opportunity insurer.
The third quarter is brought to you by Warner's Homes and Improvements, making dreams come true since 1958.
.105 to go, third quarter. Sharpsville ball. In the offensive end, the baseline inbound. They get it to David Masters, left corner for Ramsey. Back out to Masters. A minute to go in the third quarter. Sharpsville down 2. Chance to tie or take the lead. Working inside for Danilovics. The pass over her head and out of bounds, though. Lakeview defense gets a stop, a much-needed stop. Each team with 3 timeouts left for the duration of regulation. We have 51 seconds to go in the third quarter. Doyle gets the inbound from Summers. Back to Summers underneath the hoop. Cook dribbling through traffic. Clara Cook right side to Doyle. Doyle across the lane, left of the lane for Uri. Now back up top to Summers. Sharpsville back into the 2-3. 36 seconds to go, third quarter. 10-2 run for Sharpsville. Lakeview's lead down to 2. Half minute to go in the third. Almond now all over. Doyle ball knocked away, but Doyle grabs it. Uri back out, and Lakeview content to go for the final shot of the third quarter. 16 seconds to go. Up top of it is Clara Cook, left side. Doyle with it. Doyle pulls up, left wing 3 for Doyle, long no good. Rebound far side. Masters battling with Reither. It goes out of bounds, and it will be Sharpsville ball with 4 seconds to go in the third. Blue Devils have to go the length of the court. Kenland Masters into Danilovics. Turns, gets it ahead to David Masters, 2. Running 3 at the buzzer off the backboard, and that is the end of a hard-fought, scrappy third quarter here at Red Johnston Gymnasium. We make the turn for the fourth quarter. Lakeview and Sharpsville locked up on a good one in Region 1 play. Lakeview 28, Sharpsville 26. The fourth quarter comes up next on Sports Radio 96.7.
I just bought a used car.
As did I.
Mine has a slight dent in the driver's side door and a few other minor scratches, but hey, considering the deal I got, I can live with a few imperfections.
Well, I got the great price without the imperfections.
Whoa, there's no way that's used.
DK Auto LLC is a veteran-owned and operated used car dealership in Grove City. And with DK Auto's attention to detail, were it not for the title, you'd swear you're driving new. See the amazing selections at DKAutoLLCPA.com.
Your hip, your knee, your shoulder, whatever has been holding you back, UPMC Orthopedic Care is where you'll find experts to help you get back to a better quality of life. UPMC is pioneering minimally invasive surgeries, and we offer personalized treatment plans and same-day surgery to get you home and moving sooner. It's your ankle, your elbow, your hand, and it's your move. Visit upmc.com/ortho to learn how UPMC can help.
The fourth quarter is brought to you by Shell Roofing and Exteriors. Discover more today at shellbuilt.com.
Fourth quarter getting underway. It's Sharpsville basketball. Moving left to right, trailing by 2. Ryan Briggs with you tonight on Sports Radio 96.7. Aaron Byro producing our game. Right of the lane, the shot put over the right hand from Kenland Masters. No good on the rebound, dug out by Maya Uri for Lakeview. Cami Reither into the front court. Sailors with a 2-point lead. It was a 10-point game at one point, 26-16. Top of the key, Reither with it, and she'll be called for the double dribble. Picked it up and put it back down. So with 7:30 to go, 2-point game, 28-26. Lakeview in the half-court man-to-man. It's been man-to-man all night. Ramsey deep three for the lead. It is short. Rebound out of bounds off of Dava Masters. And then we'll go back to Lakeview. Lakeview with Reither, Cook, Doyle, Giovanelli, and Yuri out there. Sharpsville setting up a 1-2-2. Danilovic up top. Ramsey, Kenlin Masters, Dava Masters, and Kendall Aumann, the starting five. And the Sailors will turn it over. The pass down court for Giovanelli over everybody's head from Doyle. And we'll go back to Sharpsville with 7:15 to go in regulation. Reminder, our video on Sports Radio 96.7 brought to you in part by American Legion Post 299 in Sharon. 7:07 to go. Right corner, Aumann lost the handle, and Peyton Doyle with it for Lakeview. Doyle through the midcourt logo. Sharpsville back to the man-to-man. Doyle right of the lane to the right wing for Seclara Cook. Cook back out to Doyle right side around a Cook screen. Pick and pop over to Cook. Drives the baseline over to Reither. It's deflected. Reither grabs it. Reither into lane. Runner with the right hand and good. Cami Reither, a strong move. Her first field goal of the night. And it is 30-26. Big basket off the bench for Reither. 30-26 with 6.5 minutes to go. Three in the near corner. No, but a foul. And free throws forthcoming for Lakeview, or for Sharpsville, excuse me. The foul on Reither. No, they'll get Doyle. Excuse me, it's Doyle. I misread the official's hand. It is Doyle's fourth. And it is Kendall Aumann shooting three. First one in and out, no good. And it remains 30-26. Aumann's first trip to the line tonight. Second one up and good. Aumann was our Reinhardt's player of the game Thursday night in the win at West Middlesex. We'll see who earns that award tonight. Still a lot yet to be decided. Aumann on the season, now 7 of 19 at the line. Third free throw is up, and it is good. Aumann goes 2 for 3. That's 30-28. Dribbling through traffic, Miller back in with the 4 fouls for Lakeview. Leaves it for the trailer, Reither. For Lakeview, Miller 4, Doyle 4, Giovanelli 4, Kenlin Masters 4, Danilovic, Dava Masters 3 each for Sharpsville with 6:11 to go in regulation. It could become a game of attrition down the stretch. Handoff up top for Cook, and a foul will be called on Lakeview, or on Sharpsville. I beg your pardon, the foul's on Aumann, now her third. Add her to the list. Aumann's third, team first. Lakeview to inbound far side. Seclara Cook to send it in. Out to Sarah Williams, who's back in for the Sailors. Near left wing for Mariah Miller. Sharpsville back to the 2-3. A little bit more of an extended 2-3. There have been times where it's been packed in. We've also seen the man-to-man and the 1-2-2 full court and half court traps from Sharpsville. It's been enough to keep Lakeview's offense off balance. Cook, left corner for Williams. Of course, Lakeview without Leah Marsteller tonight, 5'7" senior, due to the foot injury, the leading scorer for the Sailors, and that certainly has had to factor in. And up top, a foul's going to be called against whom? What happened, Lee? Now Sharpsville with it. Pass inside, picked off on the backside by Maya Uri. Chance to tie it goes by the wayside for Sharpsville with 5:22 to go. Sharpsville back to the 2-3. Cook with it. Doyle now back between the circles with it on the right side for Reither. With 5 minutes to go in regulation. High post, Giovanelli with it. Ball knocked away by Danilovic. Grabbed by Kenlin Masters. Sharpsville defense digging in and getting another stop. I believe we're going to glance down. Of course, our friend Lee Gross with us here tonight as Danilovic's 3 on the way for the lead. Short, no good. Rebound grabbed by Cook for Lakeview. They never posted anything on the board, but I think that Miller may have picked up her 5th foul. She checked out immediately, but there was No horn, nothing posted on the scoreboard other than the second team foul. Pass far corner by Doyle, intercepted by Danilovics. And here comes Sharpsville with 4:24 to go in regulation. Left wing to Ramsey. Ramsey back out to Dava Masters. Danilovics, 3 for the lead from the left wing. It is long, no good. Rebound, Ramsey battling for it, lost it, loose underneath. We have a jump ball. And the arrow belongs to Lakeview. 4:10 to go in regulation. Each team has scored 2 points in the fourth quarter. And it's 30-28, the lead for Lakeview. Sharpsville back to the 1-2-2. Giovanelli up top, right corner. To Summers, who's doubled. Summers in some trouble, looking, still looking. Timeout Lakeview. Sailors get a timeout with 3:54 to go. It'll be a full timeout. It's all they have left. 3:54 to go in regulation. Lakeview 30, Sharpsville 28. Back after this on Sports Radio 96.7.
One moment I was on my way to my son's ball game, and the next I was being placed in an ambulance. I needed help. That's why I called the Joanno Legal Group.
Call the Joanno Legal Group toll-free at 888-347-1411. Please visit them at joannolegalgroup.com. That's Joanow legalgroup.com. Or call toll-free at 888-347-1411. Joanno Legal Group, when you deserve more. No fee unless we win or settle your case.
The fourth quarter is brought to you by Shell Roofing and Exteriors. Discover more today at shellbuilt.com.
3:54 to go in regulation. Lakeview with a 30-28 lead on Sharpsville. And, it was Mariah Miller who found out for Lakeview. It was a strange situation, or I shouldn't say strange, but just it happened so quickly that they never posted anything on the scoreboard. Didn't indicate the fifth foul. There was no horn. Nobody at the scores table held up 5 fingers. Just Miller knew it was 5, and she ran off. But Giovanelli checks out. Reither back in for Lakeview. Doyle with it as well with the 4 fouls. Left side, Reither, Cook, Uri, Summers, and Doyle for Lakeview. Against the half-court trap, the 1-2-2 from Sharpsville. 3:38 to go. Cook with it. Seclara Cook. Right side to Doyle, who's trapped. Back out to Cook near midcourt. Perilously close to the midcourt line. Right of the lane, Uri puts up and is swatted out of there by Dava Masters. Masters into the forecourt with it. Again, another chance for Sharpsville to tie or take the lead. Danilovics right of the lane. Lost it, but it's tracked down near side by Kenlin Masters. Masters, cross court to Almond. 3 for the lead. Almond, back of the rim, no good. Rebound Danilovics up on the left hand and good. Finally, the Blue Devils kick in the door to tie it at 30. Ellie Danilovics' first field goal of the second half. And it's 30-all with 2:54 to go in regulation. 1-2-2. Right side, Reither with it. 3 up. No, but she's fouled. Cammie Reither will shoot 3 free throws with 2:46 to go as Almond got her on the arm. That's number 4 on Almond. So for Sharpsville, Almond 4. Kenlin Masters 4. Dava Masters and Danilovics 3. Cammie Reither, 1 of 2 at the line to shoot 3 big ones. First one is up and in for Cammie Reither. That breaks the tie, 31-30. Second one, good again for Reither. 32-30. One more with 2:46 to go in regulation. Reither goes 3 for 3. 33-30. Reither off the bench, huge when her team needed it. She has all 5 Lakeview points in the fourth quarter. Kenlin Masters down the lane up with her right hand, and she's fouled, and maybe number 5 on Peyton Doyle. And indeed it is number 5 on Doyle. She is the second DQ of the night. She fouls out with 2:38 to go. Doyle 8 points tonight. Kenlin Masters line to the right, short on the first one. Masters had made 3 in a row at the line, but comes up short on that one. It's 33-30 Lakeview. Second one also no good. So one end, Lakeview goes 3 for 3. Sharpsville 0 for 2 at the other end. 2:30 to go in regulation. Giovanelli on the right wing with it, and the pass off the mark might have been deflected. Ramsey with it for Sharpsville. Sharpsville 3 timeouts left, Lakeview 2. Left side, Almond 3 for the tie. It's up, long, no good. Rebound, Dennis Summers for Lakeview. She'll push it ahead. Summers to the foul line, kicks it out on the right wing. Now back out to Reither. Cammy Reither will give it off to Cook. Seclara Cook off to Yuri. Now back to Cook with 2 minutes to go. 33-30, Lakeview with the lead. The 2-1-2 spreading the floor. It's deflected. Giovanelli able to pull it out of the sea of hands, however, keep it alive for Lakeview. Summers in the corner. Timeout, Lakeview. Head coach Gary Burke will take his penultimate timeout of regulation. It comes with a minute 49 to go. It's Lakeview 33, Sharpsville 30. Back with the finish on Sports Radio 96.7.
Why is your auto loan not at Grove City Area Federal Credit Union? Seriously, why isn't it? If you financed your vehicle at the dealership, you're probably paying way more than you need. Refinance today and receive up to $100 from us. Lower your rate, shrink your payment, and smile more every month. It's fast and simple. For more details, go to gcafcu.org or text the word auto to 724-458-7520. The Grove City Area Federal Credit Union. Members of NCUA and Equal Opportunity Lender.
The fourth quarter is brought to you by Shell Roofing and Exteriors. Discover more today at shellbuilt.com.
33-30 the lead for Lakeview. Sailors have the basketball as well. Update in Region 4, Slippery Rock girls leading Grove City 24-11 at the half. It'll be Lakeview to inbound on the near side. Sailors 1 timeout left. Sarah Williams to trigger. Looking, gets it into Yuri, who has it knocked away. Grabbed by Danilovics. Danilovics with it for Sharpsville. Danilovics down the lane, and she's fouled. Danilovics a chance to cut into the three-point margin with the clock stopped. Fouls on Dennis Summers, one of the few players in the game not in foul trouble. It's her third, team fourth. And Ellie Danilovics to shoot 2. 3 of 4 at the line tonight. First one is up. Short, no good. Sharpsville 2 of 6 at the line in the fourth quarter. Danilovics, line to the right. That one rattles around and falls for Ellie Danilovics. 33-31, a minute 40 to go. Pass for Reither down the far sideline, out of bounds. The Sharpsville pressure forces the turnover. This final 138 is going to feel like a month of Sundays for head coach Gary Burke. On the Lakeview side, if you're Sharpsville, probably feels like about 20 seconds. Kendall Almond with it, working on Williams. Danilovics left elbow, working on Yuri. Danilovics inside over the right hand, over to foul. Ellie Danilovics a strong move, and she'll shoot 2 with 1:24 left in regulation. Foul is on Yuri, her first, team 5th. Danilovics back to the line. First one up, rims out, no good. Danilovics 8 points tonight. Looking to cut the lead to 1. Ames shoots, good. 33-32. Sharpsville back to the 1-2-2. Far side, the backcourt with it. It's Cook ahead to Sarah Williams left side. On the left baseline for Dennis Summers. With a minute 10 to go, Lakeview spreading the floor. Cook right side to Reither, who's trapped along the baseline. Timeout Lakeview. Sailors take their final timeout of regulation with a minute 6 to go. 33-32, the Lakeview lead. We will take a break, come back with more fourth quarter action. Can Lakeview pull it out? We'll find out when we come back on Sports Radio 96.7.
Looking for a place where you or a loved one can thrive with a community that cares? Discover the Ridgewood at Shenango Valley, where independent living meets peace of mind. Our private apartments offer the freedom to live on your terms with personal care and daily assistance available if needed. Short-term stays are also available. For more information or to schedule your in-person tour, visit rwsv.org or call 724-347-0998. The Ridgewood at Shenango Valley, where comfort, care, and community come together. Equal housing opportunity.
The fourth quarter is brought to you by Shell Roofing and Exteriors. Discover more today at shellbuilt.com.
Lakeview has the basketball in the forecourt far sideline, leading Sharpsville 33-32. The Sailors are out of timeouts, however. They're also over the foul limit. They've lost Mariah Miller and Peyton Doyle to disqualifications. They both fouled out here in the fourth quarter. Sharpsville has 3 timeouts left and only 2 fouls in the quarter, which could be good or not good depending on how things shake out. Cammie Reither, who has all 5 Lakeview points in the fourth quarter, will inbound. Finds Seclara Cook in the backcourt. 1-2-2, half-court trap from Sharpsville. Reither back to Cook. Cook fires it right wing to Summers, who makes the catch. She's doubled. Summers in trouble, and Summers fouled along the far sideline with 55 seconds to go. Fouls on Kenlyn Masters. That's her 5th. She's the first DQ of the night for Sharpsville. $11 points tonight, a team high for Masters, but she will be a spectator for the rest of this one. Reither into Summers. Back to Reither right side, working on Dava Masters. Throw it away, throw it to Brooklyn Ramsey. Sharpsville has it. Chance to take the lead. Ramsey has it knocked away from behind by Sarah Williams. And will be Sharpsville ball in the forecourt. Dava Masters, Ramsey, Danilovics, Sump, and Alman out there for Sharpsville. Lakeview with Summers, Williams, Reither, Uri, and Cook. The inbound goes to Sump, and now back to Dava Masters with 40 seconds to go in regulation. Sharpsville down 1. Danilovics left of the lane. Danilovics up on the left-handed is short. Rebound grabbed by Uri for Lakeview. Uri will give it off to Cook with 30 seconds to go. Outlet down court. Summers with it into the right corner for Williams. Williams across the lane for Reither. Lays it up. It rattles around and it goes in. It's 35-32 with 18 seconds to go. Down court with it, Danilovics. Danilovics top of the key. Pass near side, threw it away. The pass goes out of bounds with 13 seconds to go. Now Lakeview up 3 and with the basketball. Reither to inbound, into the backcourt to Cook. Cook dribbling, and Danilovics finally tracks her down with 11 seconds to go. Danilovics her 4th, team 4th. So it should be an inbound on the far side, and chance for Lakeview to burn up a little more time. Reither will be the inbounder with 11.4 seconds to go. Reither inbounding, top of the key, extended in the backcourt. Reither looking into Summers, who pivots. Back to Reither, 8 seconds to go. Ahead left corner for Williams, who's fouled with 5.7 seconds to go. Sharpsville was maybe not in the biggest hurry to foul. Foul on Dava Masters, her 4th. Team 5th, and now Sarah Williams a chance to ice it. First one up, no good. Williams on the season, 7 of 17 at the line. 5.7 seconds to go. Line to the left, Williams up. Good, 36-32. Sharpsville does have timeouts, but not a lot of time left. Ahead to Ramsey, 5 seconds, 4. Plucked and start right away. Ramsey runner no good. Rebound grabbed by Cook with 0.3 of a second to go. And the Lakeview Sailors are going to hang on and earn a season sweep of Sharpsville. They have a jump ball. Sharpsville has the arrow, but 0.3 of a second. It has to be a tip. You can't tip in a 4-pointer. And that'll do it. Lakeview holds on, 36-32. The Lakeview Sailors are now 7-6 in league play. They complete a season sweep of Sharpsville. Your final tonight, 36-32. We will come back with our post-game awards, scoring recap, and more. Lakeview pulls it out 36-32 on Sports Radio 96.7.
Come on out to the Sharon American Legion Post 299 and enjoy bingo every Thursday and Friday. First number called at 6:45. Join us for trivia night every Thursday at 6 p.m. Our grill room serves up great food daily, and our kitchen is open Thursday through Saturday from noon to 9. We proudly welcome all veterans to our community. Visit Sharon American Legion Post 299 on East State Street for good company, good times, and a warm welcome.
Shell Restoration is now Shell Roofing and Exteriors, offering roofing, siding, windows, gutters, and decks, all with the quality you trust. Same team, new name, full exterior services. Shell Roofing and Exteriors is committed to quality service and trusted by Western Pennsylvania residents for 14 years. For quality craftsmanship and experience, contact Shell Roofing and Exteriors. Find Shell Roofing and Exteriors on Facebook or visit them at shellbuilt.com.
Top Tier Federal Credit Union is now open at 2790 East State Street in Hermitage, near Cranex. Stop in or start your membership application online at toptierfcu.org. The credit union offers checking, savings, loans, and much more, and they incentivize you to do business with them with their special bonus dividend. Top Tier Federal Credit Union, everything banking should be. Personalized, simple, and member-focused. Now open at 2790 East State Street in Hermitage, near Cranex. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
In 1973, Lock, Stock, and Barrel opened their doors and served their first of over 3 million giant submarine sandwiches. They still serve 42-hole subs on 15-inch buns. Lock, Stock, and Barrel also offers burgers, specialty sandwiches, wraps, gyros, salads, wings, and even breakfast. Lock, Stock, and Barrel is a full-service deli with party rings and meat and cheese trays available. Located in Sharpsville Plaza in Sharpsville, they are open Tuesday through Friday from 9 to 7, and Saturday from 9 to 3, closed on Sundays and Mondays.
When it comes to your heart, every beat counts. That's why Sharon Regional and Independence Health System have joined forces to bring world-class heart care to Mercer County. From life-saving interventions and treatment, cardiologists are on site when you need them, because your heart deserves the best. Learn more about the Sharon Regional Heart and Vascular Center. Visit SharonRegionalHealthSystem.org or call 724-983-7200. Sharon.
And I think we are back. We are back here at Sharpsville High School. We had a minor hiccup on this end, but tonight it is the Lakeview Sailors pulling out a 36-32 win tonight here at Sharpsville. Ryan Briggs with you, Aaron Biro back in the studio producing our game tonight. 36-32 the final. Both teams are now 7-6 in league play, but Lakeview with a 2-0 season sweep of Sharpsville jumps ahead of the Blue Devils for now with one game left in the regular season. We'll take our final break, come back with the scoring, our post-game awards, and more on Sports Radio 96.7.
Why is your auto loan not at Grove City Area Federal Credit Union? Seriously, why isn't it? If you financed your vehicle at the dealership, you're probably paying way more than you need. Refinance today and receive up to $100 from us. Lower your rate, shrink your payment, and smile more every month. It's fast and simple. For more details, go to gcafcu.org or text the word auto to 724-458-7520. The Grove City Area Federal Credit Union. Members of NCUA and Equal Opportunity Lender.
The 25 21st Century Energy Group is the leader in residential and commercial fuel delivery. For over 50 years, they have provided quality heating oils, propane, heat, gasoline, diesel, and lubricants to western Pennsylvania and eastern Ohio, with 7 locations including Newcastle, Grove City, Conneaut, Lake, and Erie. The 21st Century Energy Group is your locally owned neighborhood fuel provider. Call them today for your home heating or commercial fuel needs at 1-800-922-5454. And don't forget to follow them on Facebook or visit them at 21stCenturyEnergyGroup.com.
Nobody plans to get hurt at work, and when I did, I had no idea what to do. So I called the Joanno Legal Group.
The insurance companies have attorneys on call. You deserve to have one too. You deserve to know your rights, and you deserve to have answers to all your questions. Call the Joanno Legal Group toll-free at 888-347-1411. There's no fee unless we settle your case or have to fight to protect your benefits. Please visit us at joannolegalgroup.com or call us toll-free at 888-347-1411. Joanno Legal Group, when you deserve more. No fee unless we win or settle your case.
The tax team at Reed & Daly Associates is the area's #1 income tax service. Reed & Daly built their practice one client at a time and are proud supporters of student athletes, boosters, bands, and other school activities to keep our diverse community moving forward. When it comes to business or taxes, Reed & Daly Associates will fight for you and help you reach the top of your game. Reed & Daly Associates on South Buell Farm Drive in Hermitage and online at reedanddaly.com.
Need an exterior upgrade? Roofing, siding, decks, and all of your exterior needs are expertly handled by Penn Ohio Roofing and Siding Group. Trust Penn Ohio Roofing and Siding Group to provide a customized solution that meets your specific needs and preferences. They are an A+ rated BBB company and offer Uniflex silicone roof coating systems. With a 5-star rating, their commitment to quality is unmatched. Visit Penn Ohio Roofing and Siding today at pennohiorc.com.
The Fifth Quarter Show is brought to you by Reinhardt's Insurance. Insurance solutions to help you accomplish your goals. And now, proud sponsors of the Player of the Game.
And we are back here one final time at Sharpsville's Red Johnston Gymnasium, where tonight the Lakeview Sailors pull out a 36-32 win over the homestanding Sharpsville Blue Devils, concluding a season sweep. And we are now going to bring in Lakeview head coach Gary Burke. And Coach Burke, I have to think that you and your team will never work harder for a win. Congratulations.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I have a bunch of girls in there that worked their tails off tonight. We definitely went through the adversity tonight to get that W. But I just could not be more proud of the girls. Leah Marsteller out with foul trouble with our starters. Mariah Miller out, Peyton Doyle out. Our young girls just stepped up and just kept making plays when they really had to. So, yeah, it's a great win. Not just for, coming down here to Sharpsville and beating them. It's just where we are as a program once again, what we're trying to get our kids to accomplish and where they're at in the maturity of their system, in our system. So we saw big strides tonight, and that was great to see. And
tonight you mentioned you're having to go to the bench. Probably even maybe a little bit more so than you wanted to. But how about Cammie Reither scored your first 7 points in the fourth quarter on the season. Her season high was 10 against Reynolds. She gets 8 tonight in a game that had a little bit more drama in it. But I mean, Cammie Reither, smallest player out there, but she came up biggest when the lights were on.
Well, Cammie is a fantastic offensive player, and she has had big moments throughout the course of the season. She's a girl that we can count on. She's gone out in JV games, put 19 on the board, and came out and gave us 10 in the varsity game before. So she's a girl that can put the ball in a hole. She wasn't feeling her best. She's got a little leg issue. And she was struggling in the JV game tonight. She's only a sophomore. And, she knew how important this game was for us, and she just gutted it out tonight. And that's what we expect Cammie to do.
Then defensively, you hold this, a Sharpsville team that buried 11 threes on the road Thursday night, 7 total field goals. Brooklyn Ramsey, the second leader in terms of average, leader in total points, held her without a field goal tonight. Seclara Cook, I commented on air. Seclara probably knows what flavor gum Brooklyn Ramsey had tonight.
Well, yeah, absolutely. We talked in a pregame about not having Leah Marsteller. Arguably, Harvey's a tremendous defender from Kennedy. And then, you also got Jekovic from Wilmington. It's a great defender, point defender. And then we have Leah Marsteller. So we knew that we had great success against Sharpsville last time because we took Ramsey out of the game, and tonight was Sinclair's turn. Sinclair just was outstanding defensively for us, and the maturity at the point position when we needed her was just so helpful to us.
Because at times that 1-2-2 gave you some problems.
Yes, it did. I mean, we kind of had to find the rhythm of how to break it. And, we had girls in the right position, but 4 feet away from really where they should be, and a second and a half slower than what they should have been. So once we got that figured out to where we needed to hit the right people in the middle, we did get some. We got Cameo on the backside shot for the 3, and then the 3 free throws, and then we ended up getting the backside layup to Cammy. The one time against that 1-2-2. So it was just kind of, when you got sophomores and juniors out there, it just took them a little while to figure it out, but they did a wonderful job.
Your team was 4 or 5 at the line in the fourth quarter, including after Sharpsville tied it at 30, Cammie Reither goes 3 for 3 at the line, 4 or 5 in the fourth quarter. Sarah Williams hitting the last one to take the drama out of it, whereas Sharpsville for the night was 17 of 26, but in the fourth quarter, 4 of 9.
Yeah, and that was the difference. I knew, trust me, Briggsy, I knew we were getting lucky by turning the basketball over and then fouling them and them not being able to really take control of the game. I knew how lucky we were by them not hitting those pressure free throws. So we had to take advantage of it eventually. And luckily, we got fouled at least one more time that Sarah Williams can go to the free throw line and really ice the game for us. So I'm really happy for her, too.
Now your team's 7-6 in the league. 13-8 overall, but at 7-6, tied with Sharpsville, but that head-to-head sweep. So for now, ahead of them, of course, each team with one more game left in league play. Sharpsville gets to go to Mercer, which was trailing at halftime to Reynolds at last report, 19-16. I'll see if I can dig up a final for us here. But now you have West Middlesex at home Thursday night, senior night.
Senior night, yep. We're going to go out there with the same attitude we went out with tonight. I don't know if we're going to have Leah back. Arguably an all Region 1 player, so first team player. So we're going to go out there and fight with Denna Summers, our other senior, and all those underclassmen. And that team's a dangerous team. You can't overlook.
Absolutely.
You can't overlook a Mild out there, and you can't overlook a Babcock out there, because I did that years ago. I didn't overlook them. I had to deal with their fathers years ago and their families years ago with the boys program. So, I know they're not going to come in and roll over for us on Thursday, but I think we're moving in the right direction, Briggsy. I like where we're at mentally. I think practices are going smoother. We took care of the ball before that fourth quarter a little bit. We took care of the ball better in the first 3 quarters of the game than what we've had.
Lakeview winner 36-32. Head coach Gary Burke, congratulations. Best of luck Thursday night, and best of luck in what we hope is a long playoff run for your team. You kept us busy last year,
yes,
and we hope that you keep us going into March again.
I have you on my schedule, Briggsy.
So sounds good.
Hopefully it works out. Hey, and I want to give a shout out to my lovely mother, Linda. She's back in Windber. She's in the hospital the last few days. So prayers to Mom. I love you. Keep fighting, Mom, and we'll talk to you soon.
Sounds good. We will keep her in our thoughts as well. And I'm sure that her, if she was falling around us when it probably that might have been setting off a few of the monitors.
She does have a little heart monitor on there, so that baby may have been going off the rails tonight. But
how was your heart rate? About 65?
Yeah. Cool as a cucumber, brother.
I'm sure, yeah.
I thank you so much, Briggsy.
Well, thank you, Coach Burke. Congratulations. That's Lakeview head coach Gary Burke joining us in our postgame tonight. His team a winner, 36-32. And time for the scoring recap in this one. First for the victorious Lakeview Sailors. They had 2 players with 8 points tonight, as it was Peyton Doyle with 8, 2 threes, 2 of 4 at the line. She had 8. Cammie Reither off the bench for 8 points, 7 in the fourth quarter. She scored the first 7 points of the fourth quarter tonight for Lakeview. 2 twos, 4 or 5 at the line for 8 points. Maya Uri, a strong first half. She finished with 7 3 field goals, 1 of 2 at the line for 7. 6 for Mariah Miller, 2 field goals, 2 of 4 at the line. She had 6 points. She was in foul trouble all night, fouled out in the fourth quarter, as did Doyle. Seclara Cook, we heard about her defensive effort tonight. She also scored 4 points on a pair of first quarter field goals. Denna Summers, a basket for 2. Sarah Williams, 1 of 2 at the line for 1. Ava Giovanelli did not score. Lakeview, 10 twos, 2 threes, 10 of 17 at the line, 30 6 points. Sharpsville led by Kenlyn Masters tonight with 11, 4 field goals, 3 of 6 at the line for 11. But she was in foul trouble all night as well. She ended up fouling out in the final minute. Ellie Danilovic picked up 2 quick fouls early on. She bounced back and scored 9, 2 field goals, 5 of 8 at the line for 9. Kendall Alman, a 3, 2 for 3 at the line for 5. Brooklyn Ramsey, 5 of 5 at the line for 5 points. Dava Masters, 1 of 2 at the line for a point. Ellie Baker did not score. Madison Sump went 1 of 2 at the line for 1 point. Sharpsville tonight, 6-2s, 1-3, 17 of 26 at the line, 32 points. It was 11-7 Lakeview after 1, 20-14 Lakeview at the half. The Sailors opened up a 26-16 lead in the third quarter. However, Sharpsville closed the quarter on a 10-2 run, sparked in part by Ramsey hitting 3 free throws. Danilovic went 2 for 2 at the line. Kenlyn Masters as well. It was 28-26 at the end of 3. And Sharpsville was able to tie the game at 30 on a Danilovic's basket. But on the ensuing possession, Cammie Reither was fouled shooting a 3. She made all 3 free throws, and Lakeview did not relinquish the lead. Sailors win at 36-32. It is time now for our post-game awards, and we'll start off with the Reinhardt's Insurance Player of the Game Award, brought to you by Reinhardt's Insurance. And tonight, we recognize Lakeview sophomore Cammie Reither, her big fourth quarter helping propel the Lakeview Sailors to the victory tonight. 8 points, which was shared team high honors, 7 coming in the fourth quarter, and including the go-ahead free throws down the stretch. And she is tonight's Reinhardt's Insurance Player of the Game. And like all of our players of the game, she has received a customized T-shirt courtesy of the Laundryman in Hermitage. So congratulations to Lakeview sophomore Cammie Reither, the Reinhardt's Insurance Player of the Game. And now for the Lock, Stock, and Barrel sub of the game, brought to you by Lock, Stock, and Barrel right here in Sharpsville. Open 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Tuesday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. on Saturday. Tonight we recognize, well, there's that name again, Cammie Reither. She didn't start tonight, came in off the bench, and she will get what is doesn't happen too often, the double tonight. Our Lock, Stock, and Barrel sub of the game is Cammie Reither, as we said, sharing team high honors with 8 points tonight. She'll be entered into our Lock, Stock, and Barrel Sub of the Year competition. At the end of the season, we will recognize one of our subs of the game as the Lock, Stock, and Barrel Sub of the Year. So congratulations to Lakeview's Cammie Reither, the Lock, Stock, and Barrel Sub of the game. And both of our awards, as always, are powered by Landmark Information Services. Lakeview winner, 36-32. We'll take one last look at the ticker here. Commodore Perry defeats Rocky Grove 60-27. CP had a big lead at halftime in that one. We gave you Grove City and Slippery Rock. Slippery Rock was up 24-11 at the half. Now, end of 3, Grove City within 7, 30-23. Slippery Rock can clinch a share of the league title with a win tonight. Rockets could win it outright if they win tonight and then win Thursday at Greenville, game that we will have here on the radio. But that's they still have some work to do at the new Rock Box. So 30-23, Slippery Rock leading there. And that's all we have right now. Congratulations to Northwestern High School's Michaela Presser-Palmer, becoming the all-time leading scorer in District 10 history. She passed Lakeview great Sheena Aiden, who, of course, scored 2,421 points. And Michaela Presser-Palmer, who's going to the University of Arizona, has passed her. So congrats to her. And congrats to Sheena Aiden for holding that record for nearly 2 decades. What a player she was. What a great run she and her teammates had back in the mid-2000s. But so some history tonight in the northwestern part of the Commonwealth. And tonight, the Lakeview Sailors complete a season sweep of Sharpsville, 36-32. Both teams are now 7-6 in the league. Lakeview home for West Middlesex Thursday night. Sharpsville now has to go to Mercer in the regular season finale. Mercer was 6-6 coming into the night, was down 3 at the half to Reynolds, 19-16. And we do not have an update on that one. And that's, I think that may be about it. But you can check Bob Greenberg on Twitter or GoErie.com. They'll have all the scores from the rest of the night. So we have 2 teams at 7-6. Could be a third one at 7-6, and a lot will be riding on those games Thursday. Of course, our broadcast schedule for the rest of the week: Tuesday night, tomorrow night, here on the FM side, we will have the Grove City Boys hosting Mercer, 7 o'clock airtime. Chris Birch and I will be there. Bob Greenberg and Mark Slazak will have Farrell at Sharon on News Talk 790 WPIC. You'll, of course, be able to watch the video on Sports Radio 96.7 Facebook Live on for both of our games. Thursday, 2 big girls games on the radio. In Region 1, Kennedy hosting Wilmington. Wilmington pulled out a 50-44 win over Farrell tonight. Kennedy has already wrapped up the league. Golden Eagles look to wrap up another undefeated league schedule. And that'll be a 7 o'clock tip, 6:30 air on 790 WPIC. Mark and Bob will have the call on that. Chris Birch and I will be in Greenville, Slippery Rock at Greenville, with the region title, or at least a share of it on the line in that one. Slippery Rock undefeated coming into tonight, up 7 on Grove City going to the fourth quarter. Rockets go up to Greenville for the league finale there. And then on Friday, Grove City will be at Hickory in boys action. Depending on how things shake out Tuesday and Wednesday with Sharon, maybe one of those teams can get a share of the league title. We're certainly battling out for a runner-up spot and a better seed in the District 10 playoffs. I will be there with partner TBA on Sports Radio 96.7. And with that, we will call tonight here on Sports Radio 96.7. I want to thank the folks at Sharpsville, Madeline Hoffman, the athletic director, Emily Brown, the game manager. I want to thank Megan Chess, the official scorer, helping us out pregame with some things as well. So thanks to all of those outstanding pros here at Red Johnston Gymnasium. Back in the studio, Aaron Byro producing our game and doing great work as always. Thanks to Bob Greenberg, our sports director and sales manager. He and Hugh Ringer had picked Sportsline on preceding our broadcast. This is Ryan Briggs saying so long from Sharpsville, where tonight Lakeview pulls out a 36-32 victory over Sharpsville. And you heard it on Sports Radio 96.7 or watched it on Sports Radio 96.7 Facebook Live, brought to you by American Legion Post 299 in Sharon. Have a great night. We'll talk to you tomorrow night on Sports Radio 96.7.
You've been listening to High School Basketball. Tonight's game has been brought to you by
Bill McCandless Ford, the Reinhardt's Agency, Lock, Stock and Barrel, Meadville Medical Center, Shell Restoration, St. Paul's and Ridgewood Senior Living Communities, Grove City Area Federal Credit Union, Attorney Bill Motor, Top Tier Federal Credit Union, Sharon Regional Health System, dedicated to serving the community, Joanno Legal Group, UPMC Health System, Mercer County State Bank, Mancino's Driving School, Vay's Pub and Grill, the Sharon American Legion Post 299, Warner's Homes and Improvements, Hermitage Rotary Club, Mailer Insurance, DK Auto LLC, The Laundryman, Reed and Daly Associates, Minuteman Press in Hermitage, Penn Ohio Roofing and Siding, Sharon Community Health Center, and 21st Century Energy Group.
Please thank this great group of sponsors for supporting all of our high school sports broadcasts all season on News Talk 790 WPIC on Sports Radio 96.7.
This concludes our coverage of high school sports. We now join our regularly scheduled program already in progress.